Hello and welcome, Reds, to another episode on Late Night Matchday Live. I'm your host, Jack McIndoe, and we're taking you through all the matchday commentary as Liverpool will be travelling to Molineux this evening, looking for a very important 3 points. As we said last week, well, every Liverpool fan knows the importance of every single point till now at the end of May. Wherever we find ourselves at the end of the year, what will be anyway, and hopefully Liverpool are in a Champions League spot. And yeah, Reds, how are we? We've got a double header this, well, obviously Tuesday and then Friday as well. Obviously, I think we're going to be sick and tired by the end of the week. Hopefully not. Hopefully we'll be wanting to play Wolves every single week as well, but as the last couple of weeks have shown, this Wolves side have become the SDR at the foot of the table, but did steal a point off Arsenal not too long ago in a 2-2 draw. A big win for the Wolves side against Aston Villa, a very good performance. And that's the type of quality, yes, everyone, when we all analyse it, yes, they are where they are at the end of the season, but there's been certainly a lot of change in the management seat as well, as we know, personnel down the years, but we'll speak plenty to speak for before the game anyway, in terms of the departures from Wolves. Obviously the players, Liverpool signed Diogo Jota all those years ago, and what a signing, what a human being he was. And yeah, Diogo, absolute legend, not just for Liverpool, but for Wolves and all the other clubs he's signed for as well in the past. But yeah, you've got some very talented footballers down the years, Wolves, and yeah, I'll be a bit disappointed if they are to depart the Premier League this season. Looks like they might, but you never know. Football's a very funny old game. There's some quality in that as well. But yeah, Reds, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Your score predictions. I think anyone will be happy with a 1-0 scoreline, really, for Liverpool. And yeah, I think now, as we said last week, obviously after it's been a mad couple of weeks in regards to watching Liverpool and analysing it and breaking it down, but I think, as Dave Hendrick mentioned on the Daily Red today, just perfectly, just win. That's all Liverpool need to do at the minute, in terms of, we'll all analyse obviously after the game, but come at the end of the season, there's certainly a lot of improvement to be done. But at the moment, we're in obviously March now, the months are flying by. It'll be literally May by literally a matter of it'll fly by anyway, and hopefully it flies by for Liverpool in a good way, in respect to just concentrating on the league. If we can get a couple of points ahead, but we just got to win tonight, and then just fingers crossed, especially as me and Gags, we alluded to on the Gag Standing Show last week. Obviously the games are coming thick and fast for Chelsea, Villa as well. I think it's Chelsea Villa this coming weekend. I think it's tonight or tomorrow, whenever that fixture is. So yeah, the teams in and around us will be taking points off each other. So as have Liverpool over the last 2 weeks now, where teams around us in our vicinity have dropped points, Liverpool have certainly capitalised, and let's hopefully that does continue tonight. But it's not a given. Of course, the quality within Liverpool's side, and we know how inconsistent this Liverpool side has been on many of occasions already. So we know where the points we've dropped in disappointing results. But yeah, I think in terms of Liverpool getting better as well, Reds, I think when you look into next season, as it was last year, in terms of what we've done really well, I felt was... And I think what Arsenal, if they want to be getting over the hurdle or eventually winning the league title after all those years as well, yeah, historically, 38 games, obviously winning the big games, but I always look at it, and even the years under Rafa Benitez, where Liverpool were drawing just silly games at home against the teams outside of the historic top 4, top 5 teams as well. So yeah, if we can just get back on the road of just picking up 3 points, it's a very good habit to get involved with, and just that's where your foundations do build, and the confidence through every avenue of the football club, in terms of Liverpool, the players, most importantly, the fans as well, all of us. And hopefully we, going into next year, we have a lot of, but there will be a lot of positive things to look forward to next season as well. Of course, new signings, possible new contract extensions as well, the absolute lot. And Reds, don't be worrying. I know, we all know this season's been very disappointing in terms of the performance level, but we were a bit spoiled last season. But the players know, and all of us, we know we have high standards in respect to where we want to be seeing this team, and the players as well. So, but there's still a job to do tonight, and I think I'd even take a 1-0 Reds. Let me know your score prediction in the comment section below as well. So Reds, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below as well. Big up there, Critical. I did mention it last week at the beginning of the show, of course. Obviously, with everything going on around the world, most important thing is everyone keeps safe and looks after your family, and hopefully everyone, most importantly, is as safe as they possibly can be. Critical. But obviously, that's the good thing about football. It unites everyone, as I always say, as we all know anyway, especially if you do support Liverpool. From whatever corner of the globe you are watching, we're all one big family. We're in it together. And that's the great thing about football. Doesn't matter whatever football club you do support or whatnot. That's the beauty of the game, really, in terms of bringing everyone from different walks of life and just having a good time and enjoying. And even even if your team's not winning, but it's just about the community, not just for Liverpool, but of course Liverpool's great community of Reds around the world. But the stories that we could all tell with your mates or your family or your people that you've bumped into when you've gone the game or whatever. That's what it's all about. Making new mates as well along the way. And big up there, Critical. Hope you're well, mate. And as I said, it's a big pivotal game, and you're looking at Aston Villa's fixtures there, chat. Obviously, the last couple of weeks, Villa, their last 7 results. Obviously, a loss to Everton, a win against Newcastle, a loss to Brentford, a draw against Bournemouth, a win against Brighton, a loss to Wolves as well, and a draw to Leeds. So, Liverpool just got to, as I said, last 2 weeks have really helped Liverpool. Just got to focus on ourselves, and hopefully we can do the business for the future as well. So, there's plenty to go through. We'll speak about Wolves, speak about Liverpool most importantly. But as you can see, probably on the video printer, or you're probably seeing it out and about anyway, the starting 11. We'll go with the Liverpool side anyway. Just let me get it up anyway, even though it's in front of me, but so I can see the full bench. In terms of Liverpool, this evening we'll start with the Liverpool. Alisson Becker, Jeremy Frimpong, Canate, Virgil van Dijk, Milos Kerkez playing left back. 2 number 6s looking like McAllister and Ryan Gravenberch. Dominic Szoboszlai in the 10 with Salah and Cody Gakpo off the left hand channel, and then Hugo Ekitike. And having a consistent starting 11 Reds, I think it's everyone knows how important that is in the modern era of football. But I think that we all know, especially that back line we've mentioned on so many matchday lives, we're looking at Frimpong, Bradley, Gomez, Dom, whoever plays right back. It doesn't certainly help Canate and Virgil, and obviously Kerkez has grown from strength to strength. And tell you what, chat, we know we haven't seen the full. Obviously, I think Milos has been playing fantastic over the last couple of months. I think you can see, even us as watching as fans, as from the eye test, and obviously the data backs it up in terms of his improvement, his recoveries as well. They're completely a lot higher off the back of the beginning of the season as well. So obviously coming to a new club, and obviously it's just dealing with the expectations as well. We know some players that have come to Liverpool that haven't quite dealt with the expectations and the weight of the Liverpool shares. It's not as easy as just bringing in a player. They've just got to deal with everything really. But what you've got to do, and what we're very fortunate, as we know, Reds, is having great leaders within the football club. Obviously with James Milner, Jordan Henderson, but now the onus is on, obviously, even Ibu Konate, Virgil van Dijk, Andy Robbo. If he's to stay past the end of his contract as well, if he departs, then someone else in the new leadership group needs to be stepping up. And it's obviously the passing of the baton, really. And of course, obviously a lot of contracts out with Ibu as well. And so it's all about Liverpool. If we continue, hopefully winning, hopefully we win a couple of trophies this season, come at the end of May, and if that's possible, then even fantastic, really. And we're very blessed to have a great group of lads especially what they done last year. But even the lads that have been here, look at Joe Gomez. For him personally, I think all of us, we want him to score a goal most importantly. But if he is to depart come what the end of the season, I think he'll do a stellar job. If he is to get that move away to, obviously he was linked at the beginning of the season to a move to one of the Milan sides as well. Didn't fail to materialise. Obviously, with the Liverpool not signing a new centre half as well, has been speculation over the last week as well. Talk of Gerald Quansah and in the Bundesliga. But as we mentioned last week, I do think Liverpool will exercise the triggering of that deal to bring him back. Makes sense, really. As we said last week. And everyone's going, it's a big fee, but hopefully Liverpool do. You're looking at around European football. Of course, he's not the finished article, Quansah, but not many players at his age are. It's unless you sign a prime Virgil van Dijk and you can plug and play straight away. But sadly, there's not many Virgil van Dijks. There's only, for me, as we know, you know me, if you've watched me down the years, Bastoni or anyone that's got a good eye for a good centre half in European football. I think Bastoni, if Virgil was to depart, I think Bastoni's the perfect replacement. Obviously left-sided defender as well, left footer. But yeah, we can dream, Reds. But whoever do Liverpool do bring in next season, they're going to be high quality, with the potential of improving the squad. And yeah, Hugo Ekitike, tell you what, Shasta, that he's grown from strength to strength, and hopefully he does score tonight. I've triple captained him in my FPL. Hopefully, probably should have done it last week when he got a goal or 2 assists. So hopefully, he can smash a load of goals in or set up a load of assists as well for Hugo. So yeah, you're watching, like, get some goals tonight, please, lads. I'm about 100 points behind, top of the table anyway. As we know, if you do play FPL, it's getting very competitive come what the end of the season. So yeah, chat, how are we? There we go. Wolves are decent. Yes, typical, mate, innit? When we do play them, they've succumbed to some fantastic form over the last couple of weeks, well, the last 2-3 weeks. Anyway, you mentioned the Arsenal, draw, and I think all of us, even, I think everyone, even the Liverpool players, even though they probably sat at home not even watching the game anyway, but I certainly, I don't know how you were, Reds, I was enjoying that equaliser for Wolves anyway. Certainly, and I know yeah, I enjoyed it, because no one cares if City win the league because it's Manchester City, innit? But Arsenal, obviously the famous rivalry, but yeah, it's good, but Ozan, you got to beat whoever's in front of you, mate, and hopefully we will do it tonight. I do think it will be a very difficult game, very counter-attacking game anyway. Apologies, chat. We'll go for the Wolves starting 11 as well. Obviously, Jose Sarr at the back. Looks like they're setting up in a 3-5-2 formation, as they tend to do this season. Matt Doherty, obviously was at Wolves for a very long time. Then he did go to Tottenham. Then he went to Tottenham, didn't quite work out, obviously, with Nuno Espirito Santo when he was at Wolves, went to Tottenham and then brought Doherty to Tottenham, and then, yeah, Nuno's probably had about 10 teams by the space of, like, the last couple of seasons, so, yeah, his bank account won't be too bad anyway, it'll be made up, but, obviously, Nuno at West Ham, so I'm a bit surprised he maybe could, especially with the loss of Kufal to Hoffenheim. But yeah, Doherty, what a career he's had. Obviously not an elite level right full back anyway, but not a right side defender. But yeah, he's done well. The longevity of him as well. So you got Doherty at the back, Bueno, Kelechi as well, number 37, and then the midfield 5. You got João Gomez. There's about, if you're not regular of Wolves, you got a load of Gomez's anyway. So yeah, you got Gomez, 2 Gomez's in midfield. Obviously João Gomez. Obviously a lot of João Gomez and Angel Gomez, of course, was in the French league, but what's his name? Angel Gomez, Curtis Jones will know a lot of him. Obviously, the England midfielder did. I think it was the Under-21 Championship. So, and he formed a very formidable partnership with Curtis Jones in that double pivot. So yeah, Curtis obviously is on the bench, but pretty sure he'll have a little good word with him because he know a lot about each other anyway. Obviously Jackson Twacha as well, playing right back, and then you've got Andre, who was obviously the former Fluminense number 6/8 anyway, midfielder. As we know, he's one of those names that was linked prior to obviously, after Fabinho's departure anyway. Didn't fail to materialise because I think there was speculation at the time that Fluminense didn't want to lose him anyway at that period. I think they were in the Copa Libertadores or they were in some Brazilian competition, but yeah, didn't materialise, and he's gone to Wolves, and at the time I think they were wanting a big fee for the Brazilian anyway. But yeah, Andre, number 7, he's adapted all right to the Premier League. But then you've got Wolfie down the left hand side, very quick, direct, wide man anyway, and then obviously Mane, who we know a lot about anyway, and Armstrong, the former Southampton forward, which is understandable. They signed them in January with the intention of knowing that no one's watched him in the Championship. Armstrong turns into prime R9 it down there. That's just his level. Really, obviously, when he's coming to the Premier League, all the clubs that he's been at, watch me say that, and he better not score tonight anyway. So yeah, well done. Probably jinxed that anyway. But a very two players, Mane and Armstrong, do possess, as we all know, a lot of quality in terms of that pace. So that's why I mentioned at the top of the show, it will be a very interesting game from a defensive point of view for Liverpool on the counter-attack. Just got to be very wary. Obviously, Mane, he's still a young lad. I think he's like 18, 19 years old. Yeah. Obviously, England played as well, so, and I think it was on my socials this season. I think I watched a couple of games of him, and obviously 18 years old, obviously the fee is probably going to be astronomical. That Wolves are going to be commanding as well, which is understandable. He's one of their top talents, one of the biggest prospects in their side anyway. But yeah, a lot of qualities that certainly of a club like Liverpool or other teams in European competition, especially Premier League sides as well, will certainly be scouting him. And if you're him, you're probably staying at Wolves for another year. Obviously, if you can get them back into the Premier League next season, probably makes sense, because he'll be guaranteed first team football. Even at 18, 19, 20 years old, you need to be playing regular first team football. And but it's not a bad training ground, is it? The Championship, it's absolutely ferocious, as we all know. Any team, sadly, thankfully, Liverpool have. It's been a very long time since Liverpool have been in the second division, very long time ago anyway. But yeah, it'll be a good training ground for him physically, mentally. Everything that develops him as a player, and will only stand him in good stead for the future as well. But certainly a player to keep an eye on. Reds. Wouldn't surprise me. Liverpool expressed an interest in the future, maybe not in the next couple of years, but certainly in the future if he develops well. Just as his fearlessness, really, I think his quality is very good close control, very direct. But I think you've seen many 18, 19-year-old players come into the division and be a bit timid in respect to when he come into the team, but this lad looks like a 25-year-old player. The way he just commands with the ball, strides with it, and just gets at opposition defenders. But yeah, the main thing for him is keeps fit and gets game time, and you never know, if he keeps on working hard, he might potentially in the future end up he will end up a good elite side in the future if he keeps on playing the way he is. But yeah, Armstrong chats. In terms of the bench for both sides, obviously Liverpool got Andy Robbo, Ramsey, Gomez, Curtis Jones, Trainioni, Chiesa, Kieran Morrison as well, and Rio Ingemua. So, and Mamadashvili. There's only one goalkeeper on the bench, which is better than what we've had over the last couple of weeks as well, isn't it, Reds? Because obviously everyone's looked at the team sheet and just gone, we've got another 2 goalkeepers on the bench again in a Premier League game. But it's good to see that we are slowly getting the lads back to full fitness. Obviously, it's refreshing to see Joe Gomez back on the bench as well, and some other players as well. So the only key, as we know, Isaac, Endo, Bajcetic, Viet, Leone and Bradley are Liverpool's current injuries. And chat, I don't know how you feel, but I'm a bit concerned in respect to obviously Florian Wirtz, bit of obviously the back injury. It's just, you just got to be very careful with back injuries in football, haven't you? Especially such an integral way you're turning, the way you're jumping for headers as well. And yeah, hopefully if Flo, we just take our time with him, especially as we said last week, if we are to progress into the latter stages of the Champions League as well, then just don't be rushing him back. And then if he is to come back and then he just gets injured again, so yeah, it's one of them Reds anyway. But chats, you're looking forward to the game? I know I am. I think we all are anyway. It's not going to be an easy game, Reds. There's going to be certainly a lot of goals. But as we showed last week, didn't we, Reds? It was a very, very good game against West Ham. I know statistically it was West Ham had better XG. They did. But I think in terms of the way we took the game to West Ham in the opening moments of those games as well, it's just refreshing just to see Liverpool score 5 goals. And that's going to give the lads confidence as well. As we said at the top of the show, the performances will eventually, I think, once we get a lot more confidence over the next couple of weeks, if we can pick up a massive 3 points here again tonight, and then just continue that build up of just confidence overall, really. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting game, and hopefully Liverpool can get over the line. But in terms of the Wolves bench, Bueno as well, Lima, Gomez, Mosquera, obviously I think it was him that got the equaliser against Arsenal. I think, apologies, I'm wrong there. Bellegarde, Gomez, Hwang Yi-chan, and Ochadore as well. Big physical forward as well for Wolves. So they got some interesting substitutions. Hopefully they need that in the second half and they bring a couple of them on. But ideally Liverpool and we get a nice goal early, quieten the crowd, and just showcase our quality as well as we possibly can. But big up their costs. If it wasn't Arne giving Calvin Ramsey minutes to save Frimpong's legs, Jack, any words on that, or is it just rate Rio and Trey only as well? I think Rio and Trey, I think their quality, big up there, mate. Hope you're well. Nice one for tuning in, bud. Yeah, I think Rio and Trey much more further along in terms of their development, and overall, no respect to Ramsey, but the quality of Trey Nioni and Rio Ngamoa they are very highly regarded. Obviously, I don't watch any of the under-21 football, but what I do is listen to people in the scene, really, and big reports. Even when Trey come from Leicester, one of the highly regarded England his age range as well. So yeah, I think Ramsey costs no respect to him, but I think he will depart come what the end of the season as well. And as we've seen, mates, over the last couple of weeks, there's been an opportunity there within the squad when Ramsey's been out, Bradley's been out, Gomez has been out, and Arne's just been like, I'm going to play a defensive midfielder right back in Endo, and what a performance he had. Sadly, he got injured that night, Endo, but it was a massive couple of points for him. I think he just recently had a surgery as well, Endo, so hopefully it's going to be a rush against time, really, in terms of him getting back into the Japanese side, the Japan side anyway. So yeah, hopefully he can get back in time before obviously the World Cup. I think it's like 100 days before the World Cup. I think I've seen something today. So 100 days, hopefully Endo, and you go to the Japan side in the World Cup and captain them, and hopefully, because anyone that watched Japan in the Qatar World Cup, everyone goes, they're a surprise package. No, they're not. If anyone's watched Japan in terms of their development over the last 20 years as a nation from a footballing perspective, it's just that exposure. There's a lot of Japan players in the Scottish League and the Bundesliga as well. So yeah, I think that's what it's. Even when you look at like a couple of the Scandinavian teams as well, look at how Bodo Glimt are improving. So the more eyes and the more very much quality that is stretched around European competition, the national sides will certainly improve. But Japan, and even you look at Japan and Morocco obviously the investment in that Morocco side from an international point of view, obviously with all the facilities Obviously, to get to the third place playoff not too long ago in the World Cup anyway, didn't he, Morocco? But yeah, it's great to see Morocco, teams like that, Japan certainly. But yeah, the bigger exposure for their players in the bigger European leagues, it's only going to stand them in greater stead, really. And yeah, who's the lad that's, I think it was a lad that plays for Besiktas as well. He's doing really, I think it was, yeah, I think it's a lad that plays at Besiktas anyway, but I've forgotten his name. But like the Asian continent as well, in terms of, look at Japan, look at like South Korea as well. It's fantastic. It's the quality of the overall player, and certainly the international teams has really improved year on year anyway. But it's going to be good. It'll be the World Cup, yeah. No, the World Cup will be on there, but anyway. But nice one there, Mateus. But yeah, so it's a couple of interesting names anyway. But I'll put it back to you, mate. What's your analysis on that situation? Do you think he will depart? I think come at the end of the season, there'll be a lot of just look at the lad at Feyenoord as well, very highly regarded. Not seen a lot of him, but listening and analysing a lot of what journalists have said about people within football. There's a Reed at Feyenoord, certainly Arne Slot. He's very highly regarded within European football as well. So even like if Ramsey is to depart and you bring a player like Reed, won't be cheap, but certainly Liverpool can do a little bit of a business, maybe 20, 25, 30 million for him. And yeah, obviously a player of his quality. I think he's currently out injured at the minute for Feyenoord, sadly, but a player like of his quality. So it's just every year of the pitch, if Ramsey does go, Joe Gomez does depart, and some other players the end of this season, just as long as we bring in improving that quality, that's how you can be a lot more consistent going into not just next season, but beyond that as well, in terms of bringing the overall quality in there as well. How are we, Steve? Hope you're well, bud, and everyone watching as well. Let us know your thoughts, your score predictions. We are half an hour away from kickoff. Obviously, if anyone's watching in the UK, you're watching TNT. It's Joe Hart and Steven Gerrard on the punditry tonight as well. So yeah, Stevie'd still got a game anyway. So yeah, it's what a footballer. You see obviously the Adidas adverts. I always mentioned that one, the Adidas advert with him and Alonso, where they've got that obviously the clay like shot as well, and yeah, one of the best Adidas adverts out there anyway. I think it was for the Predator boots, but yeah, Gerrard and Xabi Alonso could absolutely hit anything on a dime. From anywhere really. Probably give a run for a couple of those midfielders that we've currently got as well. Chat, get your score predictions in. Steve, 3-1. I'm going to go 1-0, mate. I think it will be another 1-0 job. Either 1-0 or 2-0 for Liverpool tonight, mate. I do think from a tactical perspective, it'll be very interesting. It's, Wolves have got goals in them. Before the last couple of weeks, Liverpool this season did leak goals, but I think the inclusion again, chat, Frimpong, he's going to be absolutely massive, really. The main thing, if we can keep him fit, chat, I think Liverpool's game does go up a new level, really. I think Frimpong and Kirk has provided Liverpool with so much width, so much quality out wide as well, and that's where the creativity will improve through Mohamed Salah as well. I think that ability to recover in those defensive transitions as well. We know Salah is going into more of the twilight of his career, but he's still in his twilight of career. He's probably better than most wingers in European football down that right hand side. Yes, he's not on it. Oh, Dom's got a new haircut. Well, he's looks like so fair enough. Yeah, that's sound, that isn't it? Well, I was going to say, Hugo Ekitike gets a new haircut every single week. His barber must be minted, doesn't he? But yeah, Hugo, so yeah. But yeah, it's looking quite smart, that from Dom. Anyway, chat, if you are watching on the repeat on the match of the day or whatever tonight, Dom's got a new haircut. There we go. Just looking at the goals anyway. But yeah, 10 goals and 8 assists for Dominic Szoboszlai this season. Nearly a 20 plus contribution season from a midfielder, chat. That's huge, in all honesty. I think even under the years, I don't know how you feel, Ed, but when I watched Jurgen Klopp's teams, that's always one thing that I always wanted. Everyone spoke about quite glowingly, of course. Spoke about Salah, spoke about obviously Mane and Firmino. Obviously, we know Bobby was more of the creator, but yeah, I think it's so important to Liverpool in the future. We can start getting, like as Dom is doing, just getting more goals from midfield. From a tactical perspective as well, the way in which, and a made-up chat. I know we mentioned it we mentioned it on countless shows, on Matchday Live, especially on all the watch-alongs this season. I made up the whole of world football, and especially a lot of the managers in the Premier League and fans in general. Actually, we all knew the Premier League was absolute dire, but it's gone mainstream now in terms of the criticism of the poor football that has been getting showed within the Premier League. As we said last week, it's going to damage the reputation of the Premier League in respect to the branding, the money that comes in as well. No one wants to be sitting watching WrestleMania on a corner like it was. I think it saved a great statistic that I've seen today, chat. Like, 1 second there. But yeah, it's just PR WrestleMania on every single corner. It's like, it's not rugby union anyway, man. But I'll quickly get it up anyway, chat. But yeah, it's made up. I think Fabian Haesler, the Brighton manager, and rightly so, having a go at Arsenal anyway, speaking about the length of time that they take for corners and everything. And it was like, fair play to you, lads. About time, like, more the managers. And I know that added saying, if everyone goes, obviously, it's all about winning. But I'm telling you now, all of us, whatever, even if you support Dagenham, Redbridge or Liverpool or whoever, or Barcelona, Tony Pulis was absolutely lambasted when he was manager of Stoke City. Absolutely done, like, in terms of like the criticism his team received. But the majority of the time, it was usually from Arsene Wenger and Arsenal fans about how difficult they were, how rough they were as well in terms of like corners and throw-ins and all that. But yeah, go on 10, 15 years later anyway. It's how times have very much changed anyway. But yeah, sorry there, chat. So the Fabian Haesler one, quote from his thoughts, obviously ahead of the Premier League meeting on Wednesday with Brighton and Arsenal. Haesler, the Brighton manager, mentioned about the amount of time Arsenal take before set pieces. Thank you, Fabian. He quote, as say from Fabian Haesler here, for me, the main topic is to make a clear rule on how much time you can take for a corner, for a throw-in, for a free kick. I think no one recognises it, but when Arsenal have a corner, they are and when they are leading, sometimes they spend over 1 minute just to take a corner. And that's from the Brighton manager, and obviously Opta Joe quoted that tweet as well from Match Today. 4.18, Arsenal have the longest time delays before taking corners in the Premier League this season. Over 2 hours in total, averaging 4 minutes, 18 seconds per match for the delay. You go to football to be entertained. That's the way. And I know there'll be the Simeone style football fans that love like defending on your box and all that, but yeah, so yeah, chat, that was a fantastic statistic on that one, as really Reds as well. So it was true, and hopefully, obviously, the more if Arteta does win the league this season, fair play to the lad. But hopefully the improvement, and it's not just me because Liverpool have struggled. We certainly have struggled. Arne Slot mentioned it in the presser this week as well, in terms of how difficult it is in terms of the profile, in terms of some players that he has signed. But hopefully the Premier League does, a lot of the managers do see a lot more sense, and there's a lot more of a, sorry there, chat, I've got it up here. So yeah, this is another statistic from Opta Joe. Get on this, chat. There were more goals scored from corners in Arsenal's 2-1 win than there were in every Premier League meeting. Get on this one. every Premier League meeting between Guardiola's Manchester City and Liverpool's combined 2 in 16 games. 43 of the 46 non-penalty goals in those games were from open play between a Klopp and Guardiola era of football. That's how you get entertained. That's some stat, that chat, innit? That is remarkable. When I seen that today, just, yeah, the statistics like say it how it is, really. Remarkable. So there's more set piece goals between Arsenal and Chelsea 3 than there was in 40. Yeah, in all those games, in two set piece goals in 16 games between Liverpool and Manchester City, in the Klopp Guardiola era, which is mad. 43 of the 46 non-penalty goals. That's one for your pub quizzes anyway. But yeah, remarkable, chat. So fingers crossed. And chat, I tell you what, and this is me not saying we all celebrated those goals against West Ham. We were made up about scoring set pieces. We were, but for me, that's just me being a football. Well, everyone analyses football differently, and you get enjoyment. And fair play if you like watching Diego Simeone style football, and like that great Chelsea side under Mourinho in the early years when he come into it is an art form. It's certainly defending is very much a big art form, especially in the Italian league as well down the last 20-30 years. Not necessarily this season, considering how poor the Italian national side is as well, but Italian football and the pomp with the likes of Baresi, Nestas, Maldini's as well. Some legendary Italian defenders and midfielders as well. Gattuso terrorised midfield in terms of just kicking everyone, but he was a very good ball recovery anyway. But yeah, that's football chat. I don't know, I might be being a bit harsh, but I made up Fabian Hazel and other managers in the Premier League, because you look at the football Hazel wants to play, the football Arne Slot wants to play as well. Yeah, if that was the case, then a team should employ Sam Allardyce and other managers that have that style of play as well. But yeah, it was good. I was made up to see Hayes there. Just give it a bit to Arteta anyway. But yeah, the amount of time that does need to get checked in terms of just a slow, and fair enough, you're 3-1 up with like 20 seconds to go. It is part of the game, but hopefully the Premier League do clamp down on it in terms of the speed of the game, really, because it will damage the reputation of the Premier League, the branding as it in football anyway. Big up there, Tilsheen. I hope everyone's feeling confident as me. Yeah, Tilsheen. We'll find out in, obviously, another 20 minutes anyway, mate. Tilsheen, what's your score prediction on the game, bud? Let us know. But yeah, I certainly couldn't pull that off, Mateus, anyway. Only Dom could certainly pull that off anyway. Yeah, I'll tell you, if we do a Champions League, Premier League double, maybe in the future. But yeah, you can rock any style anyway. But big up there, Dave. Dave's gone with 2-0. Hopefully, mate, that is the case. We've got fast and got to be aggressive as well. Yeah, it's got to keep up this momentum, mate. That's the main thing. As we said, the end of the season, and even after most games this season, we will analyse critically as well. We weren't at our greatest against West Ham, but we scored 5 goals. The more consistent in front of goal our lads can be, obviously, and even at the beginning of the year, how many times do we see we were taking shots, they were coming off the post, they were rattling off centre-halves and just wasn't quite falling for you. Last year we had that as well. Of course, you create your own looking football, most importantly. But I do watch even Arsenal's player of the season this season, missed their own goals himself. Just like it's when they're whipping in corners and it's whacking the post and hitting the goalkeeper's back of the head and going in. That is some witchcraft, whatever it is anyway. Like, whatever's going on there, like, it's madness. And eventually their luck will run out at Arsenal, and that's when City will capitalise and win this league title this season. They will, chat. They will. Manchester City will win it, thankfully. We will be there next season anyway. Dramatic, Mateus saying hopefully a 2-0 win as well. Yeah, we'll play Molineux twice, and yeah, the lads might as well stay down there anyway. Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's too far. Wolves, is it? Anyway, Liverpool to Wolves, couple of hour journey anyway. Not too. Not like they're going down south anyway. But yeah, Chelsea robbed the penalty holding Matto. Yeah, it's just didn't get a card. It is the dark art of football, there, mate. But chat, I'm pretty sure there's a fantastic discussion as always on the Under Pressure. Obviously, Dan and Hamza, obviously the podcast last night that they done. They went through all from an analytical point of view in terms of the new rules that are coming into the Premier League potentially, as well as getting tested in the Canadian League. The offside rule, the Arsene Wenger one, that's being trialled, I think, in the Canadian League anyway. But Dan and Hamza have done a fantastic job as always. So if you want to get a lot more insight as well, check out the latest podcast, Under Pressure podcast. I learned quite a lot last night listening to it as well, so it was good. Chats, obviously, if you listen to all your podcasts, there's little previews on, obviously, if you just search Anfield Index, there's little previews of the Under Pressure anyway. But head over to AnfieldIndex.com, become a pro member, and you can listen to all the podcasts like Under Pressure, obviously Media Matters, Dave Davis and David Lynch as well. All the podcasts in their full entirety as well, Reds. Obviously, YouTube side, just a little bit of a preview anyway, Reds. But yeah, there's so much behind the paywall as well. So, Reds, if you can do, head over to Anfield Index if you're not already a pro subscriber. You can join, obviously, the Discord. Obviously, if you are a pro subscriber, you can join the Anfield Index Discord. The link is in the description if you are watching on Facebook or YouTube. Just click the drop down, click the link anyway. And if you are a pro subscriber, it just opens up different categories on the Discord. There's 2,000 Liverpool fans from every corner of the globe as well. Got you covered on every single podcast as well. You got AI Scouted, Media Matters, so many shows, Reds. So if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button down below, of course. If you're watching on Facebook or X, head over to YouTube as well. We are closing in on 19,000 subscribers. A massive thank you to everyone that does continue to support Anfield Index across all socials as well. And if you do enjoy your Anfield Index articles as well, if you do enjoy analysing, there's so much great content out there as well, head over to AnfieldIndex.com. Over 600 plus free articles a month, and search, obviously head over to It Was Always Liverpool as well, the Anfield Index Substack as well, where you get many great articles from industry-led journalists as well, and even fan insight as well, across the board from everyone, and Anfield Index and beyond that as well. Great contributions that we do get from everyone. So Reds, yeah, let us know, get your score prediction in if you haven't done so. Anyway, hopefully, obviously Liverpool do win tonight, of course. Chock-a-blocker with shows tonight, of course. If you're not aware of Anfield Index, but if you're a regular, you'll know the schedule. As always, tonight it will be, of course, the post-match Raw lads. It'll be Trev, Dave and Jim Broadman as well, taking you through their analysis on the game this evening. So look forward to that, Reds. Hopefully we win tonight, and that's the main thing. And I will be joined by Lola this evening on the post-match show on Late Night Live. Obviously, Lewis usually, but he couldn't make it this evening anyway, so obviously it'll be me and Lola taking you through obviously our analysis on the game. That'll be 25-30 minutes post-match show anyway, so hopefully we'll see you there. Obviously that'll be on YouTube anyway, chat, so after we finish the watch along, head over to there, let us know your thoughts, and hopefully we are breaking down a huge win for Liverpool tonight, so looking forward to that. But Reds, yeah, and there's plenty of shows on the horizon as well. Obviously, we said we're playing, weirdly, there's 2 games, Tuesday and Friday, but obviously the FA Cup game that we are playing on Friday. I think the main thing is if we can win tonight, it would be nice if we progress into the FA Cup. That would be absolutely tremendous, but you know what? The main thing is the league, isn't it, this season, and the Champions League. And just looking at that, and but yeah, and yeah, Liverpool have become, eventually this season, we have scored goals from set pieces. But I think, for me, when I analyse football, I think if a team is very, very reliant on set pieces, I think tactically, fundamentally, their game plan, their style of play is not quite working. Fair enough, you're signing 6'7" strikers, and you've got a midfield of all 6'5" lads, and that's your main tactic and ploy. And like, yeah, we know Arteta loves centre halves, but like for me, if you're relying so heavily on that, the long term in a whole 38 game season, your luck eventually will run out. But of course, and a massive facet of the game, corners, throw-ins, of course. But I think, as we just mentioned with the Guardiola and Klopp style football, yes, we missed out on a couple of league titles, but even the neutrals that were watching City and Liverpool down the years, they would have been made up. And as a brand, as a Premier League, that's the football. Personally, I want to watch chats. I don't know how you feel, but that's probably me being a football snob, really, when it comes to I want to see attacking, fluid football as well. And hopefully, and it just takes away like the great players that we used to see as well. Obviously, Stevie used to control games, used to win games on his own. Felt like every single week when he played for Liverpool. But like in terms of I think if the Premier League is to go into the direction of more set pieces and everything, you will see less of the likes of Juan Matas, the like of obviously Bernardo Silva's as well, David Silva, great technical, gifted footballers as well, chat. I'd much rather see a great technical player in terms of obviously Florian Wirtz as well at Liverpool. Like just seeing a midfielder, attacking midfielder, or a wide player that's got that technical ability. Even the lads at Manchester City, we were all I know I certainly was disappointed that Liverpool couldn't quite get him over the line. Cherky, like some of the stuff he does, he's already done this season, and he probably will do for City come at the end of May. Hopefully not in the Champions League if we are to play them anyway. But like I enjoy watching that, like the Kakas as well, the Schneiders. Great number 10s, that are just unlocked defences. But as the football has very much transitioned massively away from that, and I think was it Rijkaard's chance? I don't know. I think it was Frank. Is it Frank Rijkaard's? It was Ruud Gullit. I think it was Ruud Gullit today. He was quite scathing, he was going mad, like me today, like all of us. If anyone watched that Arsenal Chelsea game. Obviously, Ruud Gullit, he knows a thing or two about football, doesn't he? And what a midfield player he was. Total football. But even he was 6'3", 6'4", but he was such technically gifted. Like, even if, like, you are, like, Ryan Gravenberch, he's a big lad as well, even Ruud Gullit. Obviously, I'm not comparing the quality. He's not even come at the end of his career. Gravenberch, even if he's had half the career Ruud has had, but yeah, Ruud Gullit is on a completely different stratosphere, and I know Ryan Gravenberch would certainly agree anyway. But yeah, like even if you are a tall player, doesn't necessarily mean that you can't be a technically gifted footballer. Like Peter Crouch, look at how big he was, but he had such a great touch for the big lad. Even Nick Watermander at Newcastle United, his great build-up play, sadly, he's just being wasted. He's been converted into a midfielder by Eddie Howe. What is Eddie Howe's obsession of signing forwards and then converting them into midfielders? I don't know. I know we converted Lucas Leiva into a defensive midfielder when he was in Brazil at number 10, wasn't he? But yeah, that's Rafa Benitez for you anyway. But yeah, chat, let us know your thoughts going into this game. Yeah, Lacroix gets a red card, but Gahey didn't get a red card. Yeah, chat, you've set me off there, cause again, mate. Yeah, that's we could be here for another half an hour anyway, mate. But yeah, the inconsistencies from these Premier League referees as well. It's a very difficult job. We'll all say that as well. But some of the referees don't make it easy for themselves. Like, and even with the new introductions of all these changes as well, VAR, when it's worked well, great, fantastic. But as Fabian Hazer, we mentioned that quote before, like the amount of time it takes, 5-6 minute checks, it's not clear and obvious, is it? If a check, like for a decision in the Premier League is taking 6 minutes, just give it. Like, and that includes even tonight if there's a decision where it's literally small margins. But obviously, with the introduction, I think Dan and Hamza mentioned it on Under Pressure. I won't spoil it, chat, so make sure they broke it down perfectly. But like the Arsene Wenger rule, like it's generally, the lads mentioned on Under Pressure last night, it's going to probably potentially encourage teams to be a lot more deeper as well and spot on. Like if this Arsene Wenger offside rule gets brought in, Darwin Núñez would literally win a Ballon d'Or. Shout out Darwin, what a player he was. But Darwin Núñez, like teams will intentionally sit behind the ball, and it's going to encourage, for me personally, when I'm just analysing that as well, like it's gonna encourage a lot more defensive pragmatic football as well. It's gonna be horrendous, chat. Like, yeah, just everything at the minute just doesn't make sense, chat, in terms of what we are watching. Take us back 20 years as well. Not at the minute in terms of Liverpool being successful as well, but yeah, Liverpool at the minute in last 10 years we were in an era of Liverpool dominance. But yeah, just take us back to to a time with less VAR interruption as well, and just all out football. Like, but the people running the game, sadly, are just doing too much at the minute. Yes, you want to improve the product, but it's like, I'm not a big fan, and shout out everyone, you're a big fan of the NFL, but I'm not a big fan of the NFL. Just switch off. There's an attacking team and there's a defensive team, and then you take 2-3 minutes to bring on a defensive team and then take them off, and I'm not a big fan of that, bro. It's massive, the NFL, but just stopping and changing of like sports, like just all out attacking, flowing football as well. But there will be defensive sides in European football as well. But I think, for me personally, and chat, how do you feel in terms of you're a football purist as well? Big up there, Stow. Big up there, mate. Yeah, let's get the win today. We will, mate. We will. That's not me being arrogant. I think we'll just work well tonight in terms of that. Liverpool, 60% of their goals from open play this season. And I know there will be Arsenal fans going, and everyone, we're made up that we've scored set pieces as well. But as I say, when a team is very reliant on set pieces over a course of a whole season, your luck eventually will run out. It just, for me, that just indicates just a lack of proper coaching, like a real quality coaching in terms of like in the half spaces, commanding your midfield, telling them structure and where they need to be off the half turn, like getting in behind opposition defences as well, stretching opposition down the flanks. There's a variety of ways to win games of football. Set pieces and throw-ins are great. Sounds great. But, yeah, as I said, Tony Pulis was absolutely lambasted with his Stoke side all those years ago. And was a lot of that noise was coming from Arsenal fans as well. But yeah, Premier League is falling in on itself regarding the style of play. Needs to be a time limit on corners and throw-ins, yeah. Obviously, how the referee, big up there, Mark, hope you're well, mate. How the referee incorporates all this, obviously, with the text out there, so have a little watch as well. Yeah, it's no stopwatch or whatever, or there's going to be a big massive klaxon on the top of every Premier League stadium in the corner, like a countdown of 5 seconds. A bit like the chase or something. So it wouldn't surprise me the direction the Premier League is currently going in, sadly. But just the players are in the tunnel at the minute. They are in the tunnel this evening, and hopefully Liverpool can just do the business tonight. Yeah, obviously, Steve, you are watching the UK, it is on TNT. Must be fourth in the league, must win. Yeah, we will win tonight, mates. Confident on that. Confirmed another goal from Seppies. And chat, I don't know, I've been slagging off like corners and teams scoring from corners as well, but we will take 3 corners again tonight. But yeah, ideally, from a long-term vision for the club, we want our overall quality to certainly drastically improve from every aspect. Playing out from the back into midfield, transitioning into your attacking play as well. But yeah, so big up there. I hope, Jack, everyone, hopefully you'll win today. I know we all well, chat. A bit weird doing it a Tuesday night. Usually used to be a Champions League Tuesday or Wednesday night, isn't it? But yeah, obviously the games are coming thick and fast, and obviously 2 days in 2 games from Tuesday to Friday, so a big turnover. As I mentioned to Gags last week, I do think I think this will certainly benefit a club like Liverpool. Not quite a team like Aston Villa or a team like Newcastle as well. Obviously they haven't got the quality overall. I know we've got injuries as well, but in ideal sense, if Liverpool had all of our players fit, I think we're a lot more accustomed to the turnover and an overall sense from a readiness point of view as well. I think this will only help Liverpool in terms of the Champions League football as well. The more match sharpness we do get overall. Yeah, it'll be 100% their chat. They've won 17 last 18 encounters. Not too bad a statistic that, mate. In terms of claim their 8th, they double over Wolves as well. Yeah, I'll tell you what, chat, it's going to be a very difficult game. A very difficult game tonight. If you haven't already done so, Reds, do drop a like on the video as well. Massively does help out. Bear 1 second there, Reds. But yeah, make sure you hit a like, share and subscribe as well if you are new to Anfield Index. But we'll quickly go through the start 11 for both sides anyway. We start with Liverpool's team. Obviously, if you're just coming in from work or whatnot, Alisson Becker, Frimpong, Kanate, Virgil van Dijk, Kerkez, Gravenberch, McAllister, Salah, Dominic Szoboszlai, Cody Gakpo, and Hugo Ekitike as well. And for the home side, Jose Sarr, Doherty, Bueno, Kelechi as well, Tadacho, Gomez, the two Gomezes, Andre, Wolfie, Muller Wolfie, Mane and Armstrong as well. On the bench for Liverpool tonight, you got Robbo, Ramsey, Joe Gomez, Jones, Trainioni, Chiesa, Kieran Morrison and Rio Engamua as well. That's obviously Florian Wirtz is still recovering from his back injury, Reds. So yeah, just win tonight, Reds, but it would be nice if we can see a bit more of a better brand of football. As there seems to be the theme of tonight's show anyway. A lot of it will be interesting from a tactical perspective, Reds. You've got a lot of pace on the counter attacks, Wolves, as they did show against Arsenal. Obviously, yeah, that equaliser, if you missed it, was a scramble. Obviously, I don't know if it went down as an own goal for Calaflori on the line anyway. But chat, as we always know, these are probably the most, especially this time of the season, as we know, Reds, teams down there in the relegation zone. Football's a very funny old game anyway. We're all anticipating Wolves to be going down this season, but tonight there won't be any pushovers really. They'll be putting absolutely everything on the line in terms of wanting to stay in the Premier League. And for Liverpool, we know our task in hand tonight, but especially with Villa and Chelsea and a couple of other teams round us playing at each other over the next couple of week or so anyway. It's just so important that we win tonight. Just win, Reds. But players are on the halfway line, and Liverpool in the all red kit. Tell you, the Reds to strike fear into the opposition, as Shankly once said. Liverpool shooting from left to right here this evening. Quick kick-off. Ball into the penalty area already for Liverpool. Kerkez. It's going to be a goal kick, but an interesting kick-off. Very interesting, different variation, but it's quite interesting to see, really. But it looks like Salah is quite close in proximity of Hugo Ekitike at the minute. But yeah, that's Wolves shooting from right to left here. And the travelling cop in very full song gear as well. Oh, what a ball that is. Wolves on the counter-attack here. Ball into the penalty box. Away by Frimpong, he's left it. I'll tell you what, it was one of the Gomez's played a tremendous 40-30 yard ball. Straight through the heart, in behind Milos Kerkez there, Reds. As I said, Liverpool got to be very careful on the counter-attack, because he's just got that ability in the midfield to, with the pace of Mane and Armstrong, and even Wolfie as well, facilitating on that left-hand side. Yeah, he's going 3-1. Kerkez, pick up there, mister. Yeah, Mane. Yeah. I can say one of the best free kick takers. Yeah, we've got one of the best free kick takers, right? Yeah, and he looks good. Pick up there, Chev. Hope you're well, fella. Hope you're all well, Reds, whatever he's been up to today. Looking after each other as well. But yeah, right, come on there, Reds. Hopefully we see just over the next couple of weeks, especially tonight, it's an improved overall game of Liverpool's game, getting better week upon week. Of course, the levels weren't high many times this season, but yeah. Again. So yeah. Liverpool just got to be careful there on the last 2-3 attacks from Wolves. Looking to try and utilise that pace on the counter-attack. Lovely play by Kirkes and Hugo Ekitike on the halfway line down that left-hand side. It was a foul by Mane. And an integral interception there. He needed that because Kirkes got on his bike down that left-hand channel. Drew in the foul, but as we know, Hugo, his build-up play is so good, man. In Liverpool, all the way back to Alisson there. Chassis, you happy with the starting 11? Would you have brought maybe one or two players in, or let us know? But it's interesting to see Liverpool. Hopefully, for the next couple of weeks, we do have a bit more of a consistent starting 11. Overall, the main thing is keeping Frimpong fit, and lovely ball that is from Jeremy. He's got that pace in abundance, hasn't he? He recovered really well. João Gomez, that's what he thrives in, those tight areas. With the ball at his feet. It's going to be a throw into Wolves down this left-hand side on the halfway line. Yeah, that'd be good, mate. Besides, yeah, I do think the great job Unai Emery has done, but again, he's just been let down by the board. Like obviously the PSR regulations for Villa. Obviously, if they had a 10-year period of just Champions League football and the revenue and that, but yeah, it's as Villa and Newcastle have found over the last couple of seasons. If you've not got regular Champions League football, it's very difficult to just bring in overall quality and pad out your squad, really. Obviously, if you are to miss out on European football, you'd probably expect a player of Morgan Rogers' quality to possibly depart, because, as we all know, his quality that he just possesses, he deserves to be playing European football regular and commanding for the top accolades. Frimpong. Maka trying to play that ball down the right hand side, but obviously as Rob Edwards, former Luton Town manager anyway. Obviously, wasn't too long ago where Luton were in the Premier League, but if anyone's missed them over the last couple of seasons, they are in League One. And obviously, Jack Wilshere's taken over as the head coach over there. That does make you feel old, doesn't it? What a ball to find Salah. Don't think that's going to be a foul on Salah. He's holding his face there, Mo, but it was a lovely ball by Liverpool behind Wolves' back line. I know else other than Virgil van Dijk. Looked like it was just offside there, most slightly, but just the touch ran away from him there, really. Just not the greatest touch, but fair play to the Wolves players. Getting back, recovering really well. But yeah, just a bit more of a slightly better touch there. Mo, if he could have pulled that off, which would have allowed him that better execution, better angle, and just to get that ball onto his feet and have a crack. But first half goals, that can't be right, is he? First half goals this season, 3. We're ranked 18th. I don't know why I'm surprised in that. We've all been watching the games, but yeah, that's why I did enjoy Wednesday, the game against West Ham, chat, because we scored. Gakpo on the edge of the box, Cody, shot on target. Unlucky there, Cody, lad. I'll tell you what, just got to punish Wolves at the minute if we can. Just need to capitalise on a bit of the lack of concentration from Wolves over the last minute or so. Liverpool trying to pile on a bit more pressure. But as we were against West Ham, hopefully we are a lot more clinical. And in terms of the overall quality of the goal, just capitalising on it and not as wasteful. Gravenberch. Is that going to be a foul on Grav? No? Not of it. Mane. 25 yards from goal. Mane. Chachua. Down the right hand side. There'll be a first corner for Wolves. First corner of the game, sorry. Kachua down the right. Trying to play that early ball in, but Kirk has done well. Got out wide. Stopping that. Rob Edwards is happy. What the big lads from Wolves coming in to the box. Kelechi. Quite good in the air. Gomez. Ball in. Cleared at the front post. Not the greatest of clearances, but it's done the job. Canate. Is that a foul on Ibu? Yeah, it is. There we go. How are we, Storm? Hope you're well, buds. Yeah, nearly there. Nearly got the execution on that. Yeah, as we approach the 10-minute mark here, Reds, just a bit of a no real clear-cut big opportunity so far. Liverpool's best did come in the form of a Salah ball over the top. Virgil van Dijk exploiting the space in behind. So even the long ball is an opportunity. Ali having to kick that out for a throw-in. Not the best of passes by Ibu. Putting Ali under unnecessary pressure there, sadly. But we survived it. Lovely interception by McAllister. That's excellent reading of the game from McAllister. He's found Kirkers inside the penalty box. Ball in. It's going to be a corner, but that was much better by Liverpool. All stemmed from Alexis McAllister reading what the Wolves midfielders were going to do on the halfway line. Ran into the space, intercepted, and it really started. He sprung a Liverpool counter-attack. And Milos Kerkez, a bit more critical, should have really got that ball into the penalty box with a bit more quality. And there we go. Andre's putting Gomez in. He's putting... Oh, behave, Andre, lads. Cody Gakpo's getting wrestled. That's what we're talking about, the WWE. Go on, give us a set piece goal, lads. Go on. Give us a goal. Go on. Put him in the back of the net, Gakpo. Ball in by Dom. Cleared at the front post. My Wolves. Liverpool need to reset here. It's a Frimpong on the halfway line. You got Verdry, you got Ibu still in on the edge of the penalty box. Just at the minute, Liverpool struggling to, all the way back to Alisson there. The angle wasn't on to whip a ball back in. Yeah, chat. Virgil. Ball over the top. Another long ball. All the way through to Jose Sarr. If you did miss it this season, chat, obviously there was a lot of protests with obviously the poor run of form that Wolves have been in this season. But obviously fair play by Sarr, obviously the captain this evening. He had a lot of choice words really, but fair play by Sarr. He listened to the fans. Not to say that he was happy with what he was hearing really, but He was in dialogue with the fans at the beginning of the season. But it said a lot about him, really. Big personality in the Wolves dressing room. One of the big leaders. But he handled the situation really well. Big day, Gaz. How are we, la? Yeah, a lot of flexibility, and especially when you are playing a free back, mate. As we know, the midfielders do transition quite fluid, really, don't they? The wide players in a free back system, or that tends to sometimes, especially in an Italian game. Oh, what a ball that is, Wolves. Chichua, ball into the box. It's such a poor ball by Chichua down the right hand side. I tell you what, João Gomez. That's what we were saying. That's what you want to be seeing in football. Balls of that nature in behind. We don't be seeing it tonight, but as a football and purist point of view, outside the boot, ball in behind Virgil van Dijk, and thankfully Liverpool didn't concede off that. That's poor by Kirkers, giving away the ball. But Liverpool at the minute, Andre and Gomez pulling the strings here. João Gomez, that is. Ball into the box for Wolves. Clear by Canate. At the minute, Liverpool really struggling to get a foothold in the game so far. Even though we've had 75% of possession at the minute, but not really in any attacking areas of the pitch. And again, João Gomez in acres of space, it feels like, on the halfway line. Oh, Dom looked like he had intercepted that ball. Gomez manoeuvred away from him. How are we, Jav? Liverpool 3-1 tonight. Hopefully, mate. Hopefully. Bit of a slow start tonight, mate, but fingers crossed it can step up. But at the minute, chat, we're just giving too much space for this Wolves attack in terms of the edge of the penalty area. Got to be very careful. If not, I'd say give it another 5 minutes and they might capitalise, possibly Wolves. Hugo Ekitike's done so well there. He's travelled 20 yards with the ball. Hugo Ekitike on the edge of the penalty area. He's going to pass it. He has done. He's found Frimpong. Oh, it's over the bar. It's in row Z, lads. But I tell you what a run that was by Hugo Ekitike. Really done well. Started just before the halfway line. And he's travelled a good 30, 40, 50 yards with that ball. Could have been a bit more greedy. A lot of strikers would have just had a shot from the edge of the box. And looking at that shot from Frimpong, I think he's probably looking at him going, lads, maybe, but the unselfish nature of Hugo. But that's one aspect that I think we've all enjoyed from Ekitike. Obviously, coming in from Frankfurt, ticked a lot of boxes in terms of the data, in terms of what he does. But I think that ability, his touch and his build-up play, is certainly one of his best. Obviously, his goal scoring, but it's that ability to link up play with his midfielders and attacking players there. Tell you what, that's poor by Wolves. No, not by them, but the referee. Sorry, chat. It's a foul by Dominic Szoboszlai, and even the Wolves fans are booing the referee. I don't know if anyone did see. There was the Chelsea Arsenal game where the referee was just constantly blowing the whistle for fouls and everything. It's like, so it's a free kick here for Wolves. He would have been a lot more happier with the referee playing the advantage. Mane, he's done well there, Hugo. Getting a little touch on that to clear it. Gakpo with the far stick. Needs a bit of a better shout here, Mo. He's got Frimpong on the overlap. Liverpool just need to switch that ball. You got McAllister, you got Kirkers there, a lot more space. He found McAllister. Gakpo Is that not a foul on Gakpo? No. Referee said nothing of it. Frimpong got the interception. I tell you what, he's very press resistant, Gomez. And I say that, and Mackin nearly robbed it off him on the edge of the box. Just got away with that. João Gomez. He's got that low centre of gravity. He can exit a press in any angle, really. I'll tell you what, if these three lads are playing in the Championship, both Gomez and Andre, I don't think they'll have much concern, really, in terms of getting back into the Premier League, but it's just a matter if they can keep all three players at the club if they are to go down this season. There will be interest for all of them, really. Yeah, they are having a lot of time and space on the ball, mate. Obviously, possession 58 to Liverpool, to Wolves is 42. They have pulled that back a bit. Anyway, Wolves. Yeah. Just give us another corner, mate. We'll get another goal. Confident Eds. Manifest the goal. Come on here, Eds. Let's see. Diogo. Never walk alone, lad. He'll always be loved by the Wolves and Liverpool fans. Number 20 forever. And we'll see, he had a massive impact, as we all know, Diogo, at Wolves, in terms of their promotion to the Premier League. Loved and adored by everyone. Okay, guys. Gravenberch. Canate. Ekatike. Oh, he's got away with that, Jose Sarr. Got away with that, Jose Sarr. We went with a header. Yeah. I don't feel, don't you know? Oh, come on, Liverpool, a bit more quicker if we can. Make sure you drop a like, share, and subscribe here as well. If you are new to Anfield Index, obviously the post-match draw will be following the full-time whistle this evening. Trev Downey, Dave Hendrick, and Jim Boardman will be bringing you all the post-match thoughts, as Liverpool will hopefully be getting all 3 points. And we'll have late night live here at 10:15 as well. I'll be joined by Lola, and hopefully we are going to be getting a win, but I think as we are, 20 minutes into the game, still don't think many of us are really too impressed by the performance. But I'll tell you what, I've been very, very surprised by, even though you are neutral and you watch Wolves over the last 2 weeks or whatnot, the game has improved. But is it a bit too late at the minute? Ball into the box, ricocheted to Chua, dealing with that long ball from Liverpool. And I think a lot of Liverpool's joy so far has been that ball over the top of that Wolves defence. Trying to go a bit more direct. It's interesting that Ekatike's gone out wide left and Cody Gakpo's gone a bit more central now. Interesting little switch that is, chat. Oh, Gravenberch. You're really booking Gravenberch for that, referee? Oh, whatever. Gravenberch's on a yellow card 21 minutes in. That's just... Yeah, it's a foul, but it's not. The referees set the precedent now for any foul like that. Just probably first foul on the game or two. Like, ridiculous, man. Big up there, Squid. Yeah, not the greatest start so far, bud. It will improve, hopefully. But yeah, just a bit slow at the minute. But I think it's certainly a lot of the play so far tonight has been dictated by Wolves. Liverpool just haven't been able to get the ball into the Wolves half as much as we wanted, really. Salah inside the penalty box. That handball? Sure that hit sure that kick hit his hand anyway. But yeah. Yeah. Any news on Kanasi's contract? Nothing at the minute, mate. I haven't heard nothing too much. Make sure you tune into the Media Masses with Dave Davis as well, and David Lynch. Storm, obviously the lads will take you through all the latest on what they know. But at the minute, nothing too concrete as of yet. And hopefully, we're hoping that he does sign a new contract as well. But it will be a big contract, probably 5-6 year deal. We'll see Ibu into his 30s anyway, won't it? So he's gonna be wanting to be getting paid the big bucks that he deserves. Look at the quality of defender in the Premier League. Now to money Saliba, Gabriel, some of the City defenders as well. He'll be wanting a big load of money, but as long as he stays fit anyway. But the way he's reacted this season, he's improving week on week. So, fingers crossed, chat. He can get a new deal. Kirker's early ball in. Akatika a bit slow there, really, but a nice early ball in by Kirker's. That was better. Ball out down the left-hand channel was a nice early ball in. Come on, Liverpool, we're playing against 10 men here. Obviously, Gomez has just entered the pitch again. But just come on, lads, you're playing against 10 men. Just move the ball a bit quicker. Have that better numerical advantage. It's the boss light. Gakpo. Oh, it's an excellent tackle there. Is that not a foul on Cody? Oh, behave, referee. Is this one of the new referees as well? I think he's one of the new refs anyway from the Championship, but How's that not a foul on Cody Gakpo? Gomez just went through the back of him. And then the referee blows for another foul. But looking at that Kirkes cross there. Sadly, Kirkes whipped it in. But let's see. Ekatike wasn't quite on the wavelength of Kirkes. Foul on Ebro? No. Liverpool throwing down the right hand side. Approaching half an hour mark. Not the start we wanted. That's not certainly been a very slow start tonight. Ball over the top. Go on, keep it in. Ekatike couldn't quite get the connection on that. Kirkes, ball in. It's too far there, really. Can Frimpong keep it in? He has done down the right hand side. He's found Salah on the byline. He's got a corner out of that. Come on, Reds. Yeah. And he's cross. Come on, Liverpool. We'll have one of those goals, please, there. Come on. Look at the state of this in the Premier League. Ball in. Cleared by Wolves at the far stick. Wolfie. So we are throwing Liverpool. Come on, Reds. A bit more speed to our game here. Frimpong down the right hand side. Don't fall him there, Frimpong. It's just lost possession there. Dom. All the way to Alisson Becker. Half an hour played here, Eds. Another 15 minutes left to go in the first opening 45, but not the start Liverpool would hopefully wanting to see anyway. But as we know, watching the Reds this season, first halves haven't been Liverpool's best mates. Put that through the legs. Salah. Oh, Mo, not the greatest of touches there, lads. Really struggling at the minute, Mo. Seems of tonight. His touch certainly has evaded him. Yeah, it is marked. That was Gakpo. Ball in. Whoa, that's... You could see he's just bemused really from the referee there, but every single thing Wolves are doing at the minute. Getting every little silly foul. Yeah. Yeah, and chat, obviously, Gaz, I don't really watch the... I think someone brought up the possession, like passing accuracy statistics from like 10 years ago, and it was all like, obviously, your Fabregas's, obviously, your David Silva's, players like Hazard's as well, all having quite a lot of high passing accuracy, or passes in general. The amount of passes in the Premier League like 10 years ago, and now the amount of passes is all just centre halves now, and even goalkeepers. It was obviously the emphasis on obviously building out from the back and the centre halves having a lot more of the ball, but ideally you want your midfielders to have a lot more, but the passes really play through them, not necessarily all your defenders. Wolves down here, right hand side. Cleared. Not the best of clearances. Hands right, back out. Chachua down the right. Done well to get past Kirkes. Needs to set himself again, Milos. Ball in. Ali. Catch that, lads. Easy. A quick throw in. Oh, not the best. Oh, nearly pulled it off anyway. Ali Becker, quick counter attack there. If he pulled that off, it would have been a 2-on-1 for Liverpool. Just a bit more less power on that. Would have been a very interesting one. I think Mister's on one tonight. Yeah. Not happy there, but no, you haven't been all season in terms of Arna. I know you and a lot of Liverpool supporters in general want to be seeing a lot more better brand of football. But certainly what we're watching even on moments like that tonight. Ball over the top. Clearance by Sarr. Quickly said there, no creativity. Yeah, we are certainly missing. Player of Florian Wirtz's quality, mate, and even Salah. Salah's drop off this season has been massive, really, in Liverpool's overall game. Last year, as we know, we played through him. Everything good that went through him anyway. But with no Trent. Shot on target from Dom. 30 yards out. Virgil taking time there all the way to Ali. Yeah, used up all our set piece tokens on that one, mate. Yeah. Mr. saying there, sure. There's no true supporter there, Mr. Everyone's entitled to support in any way they want. Anyone that shouts you down, then they're just being, yeah. Everyone thinks differently about football when everyone analyses football differently as well. It's like what I was saying before. I don't really like an overall reliance on set pieces as well, and just I don't like that side of the game. But that's football. Like people do like that side of the game. They like a Diego Simeone style of brand of football. That's fair enough. But yeah, social media is a bit of a, especially on X, a bit of a mad world anyway. You're not allowed to have an opinion, which is mad. But it's 2026 now. Salah. Come on, Virgil. Kirkes. Yeah, he's got the Pazzy Bazzy haircut. Ball over the top. Ekatike needs a bit more support here. Salah's too far there, man. It's good defending by Wolves, forcing Hugo Ekatike, but such a disconnect between midfield and the attacking play of Liverpool tonight. That's what we're saying when we're saying about like the likes of Bernardo Silva's, the one matters. Like even Felipe Coutinho even as well. Like players that can just Fabregas, players that can control games of football and move your team up high up the pitch and just unlock defences, really. At the minute, just Liverpool struggling massively in terms of just build-up play in general. It's been atrocious so far. Fair enough. Must be mates. Who's upsetting you watching it? Bloody hell. Yeah. It's not a foul. It's going to be a free kick for Liverpool now. Jose Sarr. Come on, Liverpool. Jump, ball over it. It's going to be a corner. If it is, that's a corner. Just come off one of the Wolves defenders. Wow. Yeah. Well, that's prime Jurgen Klopp football, isn't it? Yeah, as you said. Never lose games. But at the end of the day, though, mate, in chat, it's just whatever side of the coin, really. But even still, then you can criticise that football. But at the end of the day, it's a points-based system. Watching Liverpool, we are where we are this season. And we all know the what's happened this year in terms of players coming in and departing as well. We're not being good enough this season, and we all know that. Arne knows that, the players know that. But if we all could switch it overnight, then sounds fair enough. And as I say, it's all about winning trophies and being successful. And setting standards, really. Come on, Cody. Drive at him, man. Is that going to be a corner? Come on, man. Get a goal here. Yeah, as Gaza said there. It's half time. We've done absolutely nothing, mate. Wolves haven't even had a shot on target, chat. Or a shot in general. It's ridiculous, man. 0.17 expected XG. Shocking. Come on, Reds, get a goal here, man. Can Dom not take free kicks? What's happened to Dom? Not free kicks, corners. He's absolutely rattling them in at Anfield against West Ham. He hasn't even took a corner tonight, and he hasn't even got past the first man. Lovely ball by Ali. Now go forward, please, lads. Drive Adam Frimpong, whip a ball in. He's getting no help at all here, Frimpong. No one's in his vicinity. No one going to come short. No, of course not. Throws to Liverpool. 3 minutes left here, chat. Nice one there, but I try my best. And this commentary is very biased as always. yeah, very biased. That's how it should be on a Liverpool channel. Even decisions that shouldn't be going our way, we will call it, chat. We'll call it. As deluded as I am. Go on, Cody. But it's not to be another corner. Come on, man. Come on, Liverpool. Bit of energy here, man. Come on. Come on, the Reds. Come on, let's get a goal just before half time. Gotta get something. Give us something, Liverpool. Because if we don't score here, it's certainly going down as one of our worst. I'd put this up there. It's in our top 3 worst after football, and we've seen some dross this season, haven't we? Salah's at the first man again. Chat. These are professional footballers. These should be fair enough. At these corners, we're getting taken by me and you, chat. But come on, beat the first man. Come on, man, please. Not that hard to whip a ball in. Well, it shouldn't be. Just backwards and sides to chat at the minute. Yeah, Wolves haven't even had a shot or a shot on target, chat. And they've had 37% possession. We've had 5 total shots with 2 shots on target. But I think, yeah, the shot map, one of those shots was from Dom from like 30, 40 yards out. Just, if it... We're trying to walk the ball in. We're just keeping all the ball too long here. Move the ball quicker, man, if we can. So Kanate's literally 35 yards from goal. Ball in from Frimpong. Ekatike challenge for that, Hugo. Whoa! Oh, these referee. That's not a foul, man. You're having a laugh. Ekatike, man. How's that a foul by Hugo? He's entitled to go for the ball. But yeah, 2 minutes at a time. Come on, man. Difficult watch tonight, Reds. So yeah, no, not on it. I know I said 1-0 with that, but I just knew. Sadly, it's just going to be one of those nights. And as you have said, chat on countless occasions already. Just possibly might feel like, wouldn't it just be our luck? Wolves haven't even had a shot all game. They'll go up the other end and just score one, won't they? In the set, hopefully not before half time. But I say you what, this is up there for one of the worst 45 minutes of the season. Probably one of. Jack, can you try and remember any? It's been dire tonight, but yeah, just a lot of thing is, we've got quality out there though, chat. I know they're not showing it at the minute, but in terms of the right, come on, forward. Minute left here, chat. 2 minutes added on. Oh, Diarra scored for Sunderland. Nice one there, it says. We'll check the half-time scores in a minute. Because there's literally not a lot to talk about so far in this game. Where's that fella in the TNT would be going mad about that fella. And we play Brighton again with that fellow with the seagull. That's good. Go on, ref. Blow the whistle. Half time. But just a lack of anything, really. And that is half time, Neds. I wish I could bring you a lot more goals so far, but a dire 45 minutes of football tonight. We don't make hard work for ourselves this season, chat, do we? So, yeah, well, I'd say, yeah, like just looking at the statistics at the minute here, chats, in terms of, thankfully we've got that half time, and hopefully there needs to be an absolute rollicking at half time for Mane just to go at them, man. That was an absolute atrocious first 45 minutes of Liverpool. Like, Liverpool dominated the half, but we've done absolutely diddly squat with the ball anyway. 64% possession to Wolves' 36. Wolves' expected goals 0.00. Nil points on both shots and on target and shots in general for Wolves. Liverpool, 6 total shots, 2 shots on target, 0.21 expected XG, and one of those shots, as we said before, on target, come from Dominic Szoboszlai on the 36th minute from literally 35 yards from goal. What was the other shot on target? It was the Cody Gakpo shot from the left-hand side of the penalty area, and that come in the seventh minute, really, Reds. So, yeah, madness, in all honesty, chat. Thoughts on that first opening 45? Hopefully we can improve, Reds. Hopefully. Well, we need to. We really need to as well. But as Ian said there, back to Alisson. That's what it's felt like, mate, innit? I'll quickly bring up the statistics as well. Like, no surprise, probably we don't even have to look at it. Probably Alisson's probably got the most. So Alisson's had 20 passes there, 20 passes for Ali, 41 passes for Virgil, 45 passes. Yeah, code. This says everything about it, chat. That says, yeah, you've got your, and we know the modern era of centre halves anyway. But when you've got your 2 centre halves having more passes than your attacking players, says everything you need to know, really. Cody Gakpo, he's only had 17. He only had 17 passes in the whole game. 17 passes. Salah's had 16 passes. But yeah, Virgil and Kanate have had 45 apiece, really, plus. Bit of a madness, really, in it, chat. But it's one of them nights. One of them, as it has been on many of occasions so far this season. And it's the lethargic performance so far watching Liverpool side. How many passes the Alexis 32 pass and Gravenberch 29. Need to. So yeah, is that the total? Yeah. Ground rules 1 for Gravenberch, 0 out of 5 in the first half. Wow. McAllister. Well, at least Mac has actually tried to read the game. He's had 2 out of 2 ground rules, 1 out of 1 aerial, accurate long passes. He's only made 1 in the whole game anyway. But yeah, just a very much a scattergun approach from Liverpool at the minute. Just trying to do too much and overcomplicate it. I just need to get the ball up the pitch, as I was saying there, chat. Our defenders are having far too much time on the ball. Fair enough if it was a Kerkez or Frimpong. Frimpong's had 34 passes. Frimpong's had 35. Kerkez has had 34, I think that is. Yeah, so fair enough if the full-backs, but when you've got your centre-halves having that amount of passes, it just indicates really how much the play is going through them, constantly going backwards. And yeah, let's have a little look. It's another one of them games for not just Mo, but in terms of Liverpool trying to touches in the opposition penalty area for Mo. Let's have a little look. Touch passes into the final third, 2. Mo's had 0 successful dribbles. Yeah, touches in the opposition box, 5 for Mo. I'm guessing Hugo tonight, touches in the opposition penalty area, 4 touches. Yeah, he's not meant. It's really difficult for him. So it's but yeah, difficult. Against Wolves, it could be a close. Not sure which one was worse as well. Pick up there, Jack. First half with Forest, but yeah, I was gonna say, chat. What halves of football is that up there? Certainly, as I said before, half time, that's certainly got to be up there. First half against Forest the other week will come close as well. Yeah, it's difficult, mate, but we certainly, well, you'd like to hope it will improve, but we've been here many times already this season. If that was, say, for example, chat, that was a half an hour against Galatasaray in a week or so, in a couple weeks' time anyway, in a week, we'd get absolutely battered. That was against at half time against a Paris Saint-Germain, as it was last season, where if it wasn't for Alisson Becker, obviously on that night we would have been absolutely battered. And I've just seen the Leeds, I'll tell you what, it's a nice Sunderland kit that, chat. So there must be a special edition. Sunderland won that one. But yeah, it was if no one's seen the Sunderland, the Leeds goalkeeper trying to attempt to save that anyway. It's not the greatest save. Goes through his arms anyway. But yeah, let's have a little listen to what Stevie's having to say here. It's probably like all of us, not at all happy. Speed of the game he's mentioned. Yeah. Yeah, just more or less Stevie saying, just like all of us, the speed of play really, just a bit far too slow, lethargic really, and yeah. But when we used to watch, all of us used to watch Stevie or players even in like Jan Moby, the legends, and midfield, the midfield generals that just used to control the game, but it's all about moving that ball quickly, and obviously just far too slow in terms of what we're doing, and even was it first 10-20 minutes, chat, obviously Wolves have had a couple of, even though they've had 0 shots on target and 0 shots, their final ball is really been lacking. But there's been a couple of occasions where João Gomez has got on the ball and he's got it in behind Liverpool's defence, and it's just been a matter of that final cross into the penalty box as well. But yeah, just Liverpool being very, very poor. Chat, would you bring anyone on at half time? Do you think Liverpool will make any changes? What was it? It was even last week last couple of weeks as well when Rio's come on. It's got to the point now, chat. Like, I know a lot of people might go, oh, you wouldn't bring Rio on at half time. I certainly would. I don't know how you feel, chat. Would you bring on Rio at half time? Just to give you a bit more of an injection of pace, really. And I think that's one thing Liverpool really struggled with. And we see it with Frimpong against West Ham, where Frimpong just set up as his fullback. But if you watch it, we all watch that first half, chat. And for me, Frimpong's been, we've all seen that. For me, I'm analysing it. Frimpong's getting the ball out wide, but he's got no one in his vicinity to give a little give and go with the ball down the right hand channel. He's been very, very, very isolated, in all honesty, and he's just not had many options. So when he has received it down the right hand side, he's got that option to give and go, but he hasn't had that give and go option on too many of occasions, and that's forced Liverpool to then go back to Alisson, then go back all the way. But for me at the minute, half time, if I'm on, and I'm bringing on Rio and Gamua. Again, Salah and Cody Gakpo really poor tonight. They need to. Says a lot when Hugo's not really had too much of an opportunity. We haven't even been given Hugo Ekitike the ball, and the best moments from Hugo in that first half was when he was striding 20, 40. Says a lot when Hugo's having to travel with the ball 40, 30, 50 yards and getting across a couple of the centre halves and all that. But yeah, a long way to go anyway, but fingers crossed we can turn everything round anyway. It's already sick of this match. Dread the fact that we another one exactly like this is less than yeah, the FA. Well, we'll be playing you'd expect a very heavily rotated side on Friday night in the cup, mate, Matthias. So it depends how Wolves do approach that game in a couple of days' time anyway. So will they go strong? Probably expect it. They'll probably expect Liverpool to go a bit more weaker in their selection. But it's going to be very interesting indeed. But we just need to win tonight. That's exactly half. Not I've had more fun. Bloody hell. That's an awful job to do anyway. Anyway, guys, Panov, yeah. That's Squid leads the games tonight, mate. We need to be getting 3 points. Just got to focus on one game at a time. But chat, yeah. On intensity, the pressure at the minute. Battered West Ham 5-2, but yeah, it's flattering the scoreline. Set pieces just relying on the need to start from open play. 100%, bud. Yeah, 16 passes and then 15 to them as well. Yeah, just looking at it, it's crazy, bud, isn't it? Absolutely madness. How many passes Dom had? Yeah, well, at the minute, chat, I'm just looking at the bench as well. Dom's had, by the way, chat, we're just looking at the passes. Dom's had 40 passes, but even still, not good enough. And even when we have had weights this season, chat, in that number 10 role, we just not played through him enough. But yeah, you've seen games already this year when he has been fit, Flo, where he's literally having to drop 20-30 yards deeper, pick up the ball and trying to drive with it. That's not what you need him. You need him to get in the box, say just 5-10 yards outside the penalty box, and then he can do his business in terms of dropping the shoulder and everything. But yeah, Chas, as Jack said there, Chas, would you be making the subs? I personally would. Get Salah off and Frimpong further up, so possibly even get. Yeah, we need an injection of pace, a bit of willingness to try and beat your fullback as well. That's why it's just so refreshing when we've seen Rio come on, or even mainly Rio over the last couple of weeks as well, chat. Just like he's willing to try and just get on him, man. You know what? Even if he loses the ball, chat, like fair enough. At least he's tried it. Like, and we've seen like when Rio's come on over the last couple of weeks. Yes, it's maybe 20-30 minutes in a game, but at the end of the day, when's the lad going to learn? You're paying the lad the wages and giving them the opportunity, but as we've seen against Newcastle at the beginning of the year as well, and so, yeah, that's where you need to be Slot needs to be a bit more ruthless, in all honesty. Like, Slot in the yearly years of his Liverpool tenure, we remember that game where he dragged off Jarrell Quansah. He wasn't happy with them. With him, he took him off, and then I think it was Ibu come back on in that game, and Ibu helped us as well. So, but I want to be seeing Rio and Chas just get him on at half time. We don't want to be going 1-0 down 20 minutes into the second half and then make the subs. We've just got to be a bit more pragmatic, really, a bit more aggressive with the substitutions. Get them on early. Try and win the game, like 20 minutes into the second half. Win it then. Go 2-3-0 up if you possibly can. Don't be waiting if we go a goal behind, and then it becomes even more difficult for Liverpool to try and break down a team that's certainly, if Wolves got a goal, they'll be parking the double-decker bus outside the box anyway, won't they? So, but that's what they're entitled to do. They'll get the goal, and I think if we continue playing the way we will, I think Wolves, as we see in the first half, just lacking that final ball. But if they can sort that out, then yeah, they can certainly punish Liverpool, sadly. A couple of scores on the doors as well, chat. Bournemouth, Brentford, 0-0. That's in the 88th minute. Everton 2-0 up against Burnley. Sunderland 1-0 up against Leeds. Liverpool 0-0 here as well. And typical, I think I was going to put Calais in for the clean sheet. I don't even know if he's playing. Is Calais playing tonight for it? Yeah, he is. So there we go. I won't be getting a clean sheet bonus, sadly. finally, Arne's actually making a sub at half time. That's more like it, Arne. It's more like it. Make the sub at half time. Looks like Curtis Jones is coming on, chat. We needed to do something. We needed to change something. At least someone at least coming on. But I'm happy with that, chat. That's what we were wanting. Yeah. I'm hoping it's not an injury. If that's to Frimpong, don't be Frimpong, chat. Don't tell me Frimpong's injured. Gravenberch's off. I was going to say, chat, if that was another weekend where Frimpong's injured, I just envisioned what I put my headset on, just I was like that. So Gravenberch's off, chat, and Curtis Jones is on. Oh. And we are underway here, chat, for the second half. Come on, Liverpool. Surely it can't get any worse. It can. Right. 1 second there, chat. Let's make the... So Curtis Jones has come on. And Gravenberch's come on. I'm just happy Frimpong's not injured, chat. I just had visions before I put my headset on and like thought, oh no, here we go. Thought Frimpong was injured, but good to see we are a bit more proactive, chat. That's what we call for at that time. Yeah, Mark. Now it looks like at the minute this season, Mark, I don't think anyone wants it. Look how poor Chelsea have been playing last couple of weeks. Well, more than last couple of weeks, couple of months really. Jones, he's found Salah. Go on, Mo. Into the grateful arms of Jose Sarr. Yeah. That's a... I'm not looking for... Well, I don't think any of us are looking forward to that, mate, are we? That's going to be their Champions League final. As it always is. Yeah, that's why I triple captained Hugo Ekitike, mate. He sat on 3 points at the minute. Wore a triple captain in the FPL. Come on, Hugo, lad. But yeah. Yeah, Panov saying with the... Yeah, that's the thing. No chats with Frimpong, only recently just coming back as well. We can't be running him into the ground straight away because we've done that already on how many occasions already with Bradley and Frimpong. Frimpong's probably got another, 15-20 minutes left in him before he comes off, and then we'll have to put Salah, edge of the box. It's Fosa Mane. No, he's missed that. Cody Gakpo on the edge of the box. Ball in, a long searching ball to interesting clearance by Sarr. Just done the job, just. McAllister. Yeah, you're all weird there, Trev. But yeah. Yeah. Fingers crossed, Eds. Well, yeah. Pick up there, Pete. At the minute, we said at half time, isn't it? It's difficult for the lads. They are struggling at the minute. It's just not clicking for those two lads. But we just haven't. If we don't bring real one on the hour mark, and if it's still 0-0, then what are we doing? Frimpong ball. Is that going to be a handball? That's handball, ref. Frimpong's just whipped that in, and Salah's having a little word today, and he's saying a handball there from Krekic, the Wolves defender. Another angle on that. He's moved that to stop the cross, but it's never going to be getting given. He's moved his elbow, but I'm not going to... If we get this, I'll be so surprised. It's a penalty, chat, but of course we're not going to be getting it. Because, you know... The ref doesn't think it's a pen. Of course he doesn't. It's not like the defender moved his arm in the direction of stopping the cross. Ball in. Hugo to the far stick. How's that not gone in? What a flick on by Ekitike, and it's cleared off the line. That should be getting buried. I think Curtis Jones completely loses the flight of the ball. How's that not in the back of the net? What a flick on by Hugo. Just begging to get put into the back of the net. How's that not gone in? Well done, Curtis. I don't really want to be watching another replay, but we need to. How's that? Don't be losing that there, John. But a big opportunity. Big opportunity squandered there for Liverpool. Yeah. Yeah. Gakpo down the left hand side. We still haven't got a replay of that, chat, but it's going to be a foul. Is that not going to be a yellow card for Mane? He's just kicked Kerkez in the head. Is that just sound now, is it? Cheers. Let's have a look at it. Hugo Ekitike flick to the far stick. Jones, lads? It's hit the bar. Why is he trying to chest it? Oh, Gakpo clears off the line. Oh, Gakpo's took it off the chest. The chest head. Oh, lads. We've got Gakpo defending for Wolves tonight. What? You get he's trying to get that ball, but he's taking it away. I thought it looked like a Wolves foot. But Gakpo's clearing off the line. Ball in. Punch by Sarr. Szoboszlai. Have a shot, lads. Jones. Move, referee. Get out of my way. Well, not my way, but he's just playing an extra defensive midfielder for Wolves. No need. Turn on it, Curtis. I'll tell you what, he's had the desired impact, Jones. Here's me saying how's Jones missed, and then Gakpo chat. If you've just listened to the commentary tonight, watch that file, the highlights back. How that's not gone in. It's just madness. Yeah, it's literally a tap in for Curtis at the far stick. He literally got it whipped off his off the line. Ekitike. Mo Salah. Intercepted there by Bueno. But Liverpool's attacking here now. Liverpool's best spell of the game. Come on. Oh, just stay on side. Read the game, Ibu. But yeah, just... Yeah. Well, he tried to get it though, mate. If you watch the other angle, chat, just Gakpo getting his boot. Gakpo gets his boot and whips it away from us. Let's have a little look at that. Yeah, he's not anticipated that, but even still, any part of the body, that should, as long as it's not the head or whatever, his arm, sorry, Chas, or handball. And look at that, it's like this doesn't help. He did bottle it, Jones, but it's just poor communication. from everyone really. Go on, over 6 minutes. Get Rio on it, please. Need him on. Need that pace. Need that bit more of attacking guile as well. Yeah. Yeah. So, there'll be a lot of movement in the summer chat, won't there? As we know. In and out of the club. Come on, Reds. Yeah, Charles. Doesn't help when your teammates putting an extra touch on that. Forward. Hugo Ekitike. Take a touch there, Hugo. Aye, Frimpong. Is that going to be a corner to Liverpool? Come on here now, Reds. Come on. Salah. Possession. Liverpool in the last 5 minutes have had 83% possession to Wolves' 17 in the second half. Salah in swinger. Ball in. Front post again. I know I said I don't want to score him from set piece and like corners and that chat, but oh man. We'll take a corner goal, mate, but come on, Liverpool. Kirkers. It's the thing, chat. Hugo, just stay in the middle, please, lads. Because if Liverpool do get that ball out wide, we need someone in the box. At the minute, Hugo's just trying to do absolutely everything. He's trying to set up himself 5 yards outside the box. Go on. Bellegarde looks like he's coming on for Wolves. Come on. We've got Hugo dropping onto the halfway line here. Fair play from the lad. That's what he's... It's just how poor we're playing at the minute. And then Cody's trying to attack the... It's just such a waste from Hugo Ekitike. Not from poor from him, chap, but Hugo Ekitike playing on the halfway line. That's what we were saying with Viet as well this season. It should be the midfielders, Jones and McAllister, trying their best to get on the ball. Because you know that one time when it does ricochet in the box, you want it to fall to Hugo. So a triple substitution here for Wolves. Mosquera, obviously, decent little player, Mosquera for Wolves. Do you think of the art to go down the season? I think he will depart. Yeah, I don't know. Well, obviously the in-swingers and obviously the in-swingers for Dom. Depends on the angle really. But yeah. Come on, Cody. Rotate the ball quicker, man. Get it down the right-hand side. Frimpong. Ball out to the right. Salah. Oh, what is that, Mo? Oh, he's really struggling, man. Come on, Mo. Come on. Just giving away a silly foul there. Yeah, so a triple substitution here for Wolves. At least Rob Edwards has been a lot more proactive in terms of his substitutions. Obviously, Liverpool have only made one sub at the minute. So Bellegarde, Mosquera. Fair play. Armstrong's, have a little look. So Armstrong's come off. Tulo Akadara has come on for Adam Armstrong. He's a big lad there in chat. You haven't seen Wolves this season. Big physical presence. Rob Edwards is open. Trying to keep hold of that ball a bit more better when that ball does get transitioned a bit more higher up the pitch. Try and get that bit more better link up. But Bellegarde coming on for Angel Gomez, former Man United player as well. Macher's just non-existent tonight. And even some of the players tonight, chat. It's mad. Dom. Found Salah inside the penalty box. Mo, why are you passing there? Why is he passing? Oh, get Chiesa and Rio 1 chat. We've hit the hour mark. We need to be saying something. It is brutal to have just. You've got the Wolves making a triple substitution. We've only brought one on. Time's running out, lads. So we've Jones coming on. Yeah, Brentford 0-0 chats, that's finished. Everton 1-2-0 against Burnley. And Sunderland are 1-0 up in the 90. Looks like it's 12 minutes added on. See how it's happened that, Mackie? I think we'll need about half an hour added on time at this rate tonight. Yeah, it's a foul. I'm guessing he's not being booked there. But this is feeding into Wolves' plan all week. This is what they've been practicing for all week. They're probably even surprised at how poor we've been tonight. Sitting behind the ball. Go on, Hugo. You can see how frustrated Hugo's getting as well, chat. Oh, unlucky there, lads. Literally, like the lads at the back sending a long searching ball. And Hugo just sadly couldn't quite get the right connection onto that. Come on, Liverpool! Oh. Hugo dispossessed, but he had about 3 players around him. Good interception here, Ibu. Take your time and turn on the ball, Macca. Travel with it. You got 20 yards of space. Oh, he's fell over. Of course he has. You, Sally! Oh, Macca, lads. Macca's down now, and now we're getting counter-attacked. Mane, 25 yards from goal. Can we string 2 passes together, please? Salah, little give and go, giving it back. Cody, get your heads up. It's a lovely ball, that, Cody. Ekatike, you need someone running into the box. Someone get in the middle. Ekatike on the byline, ball in. Why is no one in? You knew what he was going to do. He done exactly what you needed, Hugo. Went to the byline, down the left-hand channel, whipped in a fantastic ball. No one's there. Run across your centre half, man. Someone at least. Aye. He's done so well to get past his man there, Ekatike. That's what we've been saying all night, chat. Someone needs to be in the middle to tap in. It's a simple tap in. If one of the Liverpool players got ahead of the Wolves defender there. Don't know, foul now. Yeah, so we need to win, man. It's a big week of football in terms of the teams, Villa and that. Such a great ball across the box. That's what we were saying at half time, innit? When Hugo goes out, it's what you should. It's what the lads are. They clearly. Finally, Rio's coming on. Unlucky Kirkes. Tried his best there. Lucky Cozy. Rio and Gamua. 4 minutes a bit too late anyway, but hopefully this allows Rio now to stretch that Wolves back line and Hugo can actually stay in the vicinity of the 6-yard box and get those tap-ins that he's been setting up everyone in. And the elbows on as well, chat. Yeah, 100% Trev. Rio. In 1 second here, chat's make these subs. So Robbo's on chat for Kirkes. He's not had a bad game, Kirkes, but he's just had nothing to hit really in front of him. Rio. Go on, go to byline and cross it in. There we go. Within 10 seconds, he's got a corner. Within literally 10 seconds of him coming on, he's got a corner. Football, eh? Hey. A quick one. Szoboszlai, quick corner. Shoot, Mackie! Salah! Oh, it's ended up in my back garden, that lad. Unlucky Mo. Just leaned back on that far too much. He's having a difficult season, Mo, isn't he? But the time's ticking away, chat. I know I went with a 1-0 scoreline. A couple of years went with 3-1, but we're taking own goal at this rate. We are 66 minutes in. Wolves have had no shots on target. And we only had 3 shots on target. We've only had 1 shot on target in the second half, chat, that is. Isn't it? Yeah. Finally got him, Mateus. Finally. Should have really come on at half time. It's just... Come on. You got Salah out wide there, Jeremy. Do the overlap and run, Salah. It'll create a bit more space for you. That's better by Mo. Oh, just Maka just couldn't quite get a touch on that. Good defending by Kretschy. But Maka, little Cruyff turn there in the box. Couldn't quite. It's great defending by the Wolves defender. That's it. Pen them in the corner. Reds, don't be letting them out off this throw-in. Don't let them out for them throw-in. Win that first point of contact. Win that. Second ball, win it. That's better. Unlucky there, Reds. Who's that coming on for Wolves here now? Oh yeah, it's another Gomez. At least one of the Gomez has gone off. Would have had 3 Gomez's on the pitch at the same time. But come on, close him down. Oh, he's beat the press too easy there. Dom's completely missed that. Mane is what he likes to do on the wide areas. Mane just... Push up, please, Reds. Push up. Push up. Push up. Balls went all the way back to Salah. Now push up. Right, they've gone long. Win that. Okadara, he's done. That's what he does so well. Yes, that's better, Maka. We're down to 9 men tonight, chat. Then I book him. No, thank you, referee. Finally, found your yellow cards for the Wolves players. I see. Cheers. Yeah, Wolves, 0 shots on target, chat. But, what did we say? Wolves only takes 1 shot. Mane coming off. Fair enough. Mane coming off. 17 minutes on the clock. Bit surprised by that because, yes, even Wolves haven't had a shot on target, but when they've had that bit of space to break away anyway. But another Gomez is coming on. Rodrigo Gomez, this one now, the lad. So 20 minutes here, Reds. Huge. Gomez coming on. Oh, that's got to be for Frimpong. That will be, chat. As we said, I'm a bit surprised that we've got an extra 10 minutes out of Frimpong. Considering how he's only just recently come back, hasn't he? Well, that'll be for Frimpong, you'd expect. Get your head up, Curtis, please, lads. Yeah. The world will stop spinning if Joe Gomez scores tonight. Vote him for goal of the season if he is to get a goal. And what a time to score it. Corner. Right, get Gomez on now. Get another 6-footer on. Chat. Ref. Do something. Do a short variation of a corner, please, Reds. Like the last 5 corners we've had. Just. Thank you. There we go. Get Joe Gomez on. Makes sense. A big centre half coming on for Frimpong. There we go. Chat, as we said it was. Yeah. So I say, get that extra bit of height on there. Yeah. Another Gomez has entered the pitch, chat. Come on, Reds. Salah in swinger. It's right at Sarr. George. Gomez nearly got a back heel on that. I think he would have been offside anyway. Let's have a little look at that. Punched. I tell you what, if Gomez, he's tried a little back heel there. It would have been very interesting if he scored that, Joey. If the flag would have went off. Yeah, sad really though, chat, innit? He's been so instrumental for Liverpool since he's come to Liverpool. He's literally been undroppable for many seasons. But, as you said, chat. But when you are getting paid $400,000 a week, that's basically, as we said already this season, chat. That's like what? That's probably $250,000 top players. But I suppose it's not going to be easy replacing Salah, but the time was eventually going to arrive in the future. There will come a time when Ali and Van Dijk and Salah will eventually depart, but sad to say, but every great player, their year at Liverpool comes to an end. Too easy that, Macca. You're getting shoved off the ball. How are we, Tom? How are we, lad? Your lot won tonight. You're happy? I was going to say, if you bottled that against Burnley. Macca. Go on, intercept that. Well done, Dom. Go forward now, Salah. Don't foul him, Mo. Go on, well done, Gomez. It's not a foul, referee. Long ball for Wolves. Virgil, and that's what Virgil's saying there. Just pointing to his head there at the back. Telling lads just to focus up here. There's space for Liverpool down the right-hand side. We found Joe Gomez. Ball in. It's going to be another corner. Can Can we put Dom on this free kick? Not free kick, the corner, sorry, chat. Salah's took the last couple of in-swingers with a left boot. Salah's going to be taking it again. Go on, Mo, shut me up. Shut us all up. Get an assist. We will take an own goal. Just pretend that we're Arsenal. That was them. This is a ricochet off about 5 Wolves defenders and end up in the back of the net. It'll let both posts and go in. I don't get why we sometimes stick someone on the goalie. Stop Jose Sarr from coming out. There we go, Gomez. Gomez is actually in front of the goalkeeper. Oh, now Jose Sarr's in front of him. If anyone wants a pay-per-view for the WrestleMania, it's a preview here. Short one for Dom. Ekatike. Oh, we're getting countered here. Do not be getting countered. Well done, Dom. Go on forward. Drive with it, Rio. Come on. Liverpool down the left-hand side. Takes to the byline, lad. Rio Wengamoet. Just outside the penalty box. Yeah. That's what Hugo's just saying there. He wanted a little give and go on the edge of the left-hand side of the penalty box. So 15 minutes left here to go, Reds. Aye. Never know. Australia might be able to take a better corner. Oh, chat. Milan Derby. Sunday. I'll be certainly watching that. Love me Italian football. I bet I'll tell you what. Wolves fans are in dreamland at this moment in time. They're getting a point out of Liverpool. And as we know, where the predicament Wolves find themselves at the minute this season, they'll take absolutely every point they can get. Aye. So at the minute, chat. 0 shots on target. Right, come on, Liverpool. Ball out to find Gomez. McAllister. Salah. Oh, he's just got away with that, Mo. Come on, lads. We're just not on the same wavelength at the minute, some of the players tonight. It's just going to need a little bit of... Bueno! It's 1-0. Fair shot on target. We called it. Fair shot on target. Gomez, sorry. Gomez 1-0. We called it, chat. We said the fair shot they have, they'll score. We called it, chat. Fair play, Wolves. Whole gameplay there. Game plan. And fair play, Wolves. First actual proper attack from them and they've scored. Where's Liverpool's defence? We do not know. We've literally got Van Dijk on his own over the halfway line. That's not going to be a foul, Virgil. It's not going to be a foul. Far too easy, that. But where's Canate? Canate and Van Dijk getting done, but even still, I'm sorry, you shouldn't be getting done on the halfway line, but we have. There we go, chat. We called it. We literally called it at half time. They'll have one shot and score. What a finish that is, by the way, Alisson Becker. But he's got acres of space. Gomez to run into. It's a fantastic finish with his left boot. Excellent finish, but our defenders and even Ali. Why is Ali going down too quick there? And at the minute, the way the game's transpired all game, Wolves are going to get the second goal. Too easy. Chat, as you've all called it, all game awful. So we've took Canate off and brought Chiesa on. Ball into the box. Right, here we go. Panic stations now. Rio and Gamua. Oh, it's off the post from Rio. Big save by Sarr. Big save by Jose Sarr. But well done, Rio. Jones on the byline. It's going to be a corner. What a save that is by Jose Sarr. What a shot that is by Rio. That's got to be saves of the season. That, of course it is when he plays Liverpool. Rio through the legs of the defender and he tips it onto the post. What a save, man. Annoyingly. Ball in. Van Dijk. Ball to the far stick. Chiesa's come on, sorry chat. Don't be getting counters here, man. Liverpool, Salah down the right hand side. So Chiesa's on. But absolute pure desperation here now. Maka. Alright, chat. Subs far too slow tonight. Yeah, usual. But chat, Rio should have come on at even half time, or probably even start of the game. Yeah, it's just saying there. Yeah. You can, as we said, you said at half time, chat said to you, said, even if another half an hour gets added on for Liverpool. Yeah, one shot, one goal. I feel sorry for Ekitike, man. He's literally... And I said, chat, Wolves will probably get a second goal here. Keep it in, Mo. Chiesa, stretch the centre half. Trying to play that ball too intricate, really. Too much on that. There's so much space here now. Oh, wow. Bellegarde's taking the mickey there. He's just went round in circles. Go on, Salah. Get your head up. Salah on the edge of the penalty area. Salah shoots. Get in. Right, get the goal. Well done, Mo. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Driving into the penalty box. Get in there, Mo. Well done, lads. It's a poor ball by Bellegarde. Now, come on, Liverpool. Mohamed Salah. First time tonight, he's really had the opportunity to drive with the ball. Poor ball by Bellegarde there, though, Reds. But first time he's actually got into the box. And it's not the greatest of finishes, but Sarr should be saving that, really. But I tell you what, thankfully it's found the back of the net. And finally Mo's just, well, he's got that bit of fortune. Get in there, Mo. Right, come on now. Liverpool Football Club HS. But yeah, first time Mo's actually had the ball to just drive with it. But thankfully we capitalised on that header from Wolves. And Rob Edwards. Long throw in by Wolves. But come on, Liverpool. Let's just not waste the next. Salah is dispossessed. He's got a couple of options on his right, Salah. He's got Ekatike on his left. Salah. Oh, it's a poor ball. Oh, it's... How's he not past that? And they're in here. Wolves now on the counter-attack. Ball in. Away by Virgil. What's happening there, old heads? But chat, it's a 3-on, 4-on-2 for Liverpool at the top end of the pitch. And Salah just keeping hold of it too long. And then Akadzare nearly putting on to the back of the net. But Salah there, yeah, it's a 4. It's a 4-on-3. He just doesn't like using his right boot, does he, Mo? 45th minute here, and Wolves have got a corner. Don't make it 2 shots, 2 goals, please. Ball in for Wolves. Cleared by Gomez. Rio Ngamua, take your time there, Rio. Right, lads, go forward now. Don't foul him. Andre, he's done well to keep hold of that ball. He's got Mosquera. In behind Mosquera. Ali's collected that just. He's went with a cross-come shot. There, Mosquera. The game is so open here. But Liverpool just lacking the control here at the minute. The game's in the balance for either side, but it's mad that it's took 85 minutes to see Liverpool actually start clicking into gear. But there we go. Yeah, it's just mad though, chat. I know we said already tonight, it's just so slow to click into gear. But yeah, as Jack said there, it takes us to, as we said, it takes us to go behind to then have a bit more attacking impetus. Come on, Reds. Get the winner. Come on. Come on, Mackie. Andy Robbo down. Rio, go on the byline, lad. Take it. You can beat him on your left. Hugo getting that penalty area, please, lad. Keep it in, Mo. Oh, he's over it. It's Joe Gomez. I don't know why Liverpool players aren't just telling to Rio, go down the byline. Go down the byline. Probably will be about 5-6 minutes added on, chat. Obviously, for the both goals. All the substitutions as well. He's jumped out of that, Gomez. Liverpool have got it on the edge of the penalty area. Robbo, Rio, take him on, lads. Take him on. Oh, he's trying to overcomplicate it here, Rio. There's a breakaway here for Wolves again. Mosquera down the right. He's found Gomez inside the penalty box. Go on, go for the second ball. And we've allowed Wolves to get that possession back. Time. It's mad that Rio's like the bit more of a senior player. He's actually taken a couple of touches there. Hugo Ekatike. Play on! Get off him. Get off. Virgil is right. Get off Ekatike there, man. Get off him, lads. Well done, Virgil. Absolutely bouncing. He sends him halfway across Molineux, and rightly so. Picking up Ekatike, man. Behave. Absolute joke. Referee sorted out. He's right, Virgil. Who are they? Come on, Hugo. Go and get the winner, lad. Gomez. It is right. Virgil. Into them. Is he really going to book a Liverpool player having a laugh? Should be about 6-7 minutes on here. 5, 6, 7 minutes. Come on, man. A minute left here, Reds. Come on. I think that's what Ali just said to the ref at this time, man. He's come about 50 yards off his line there, Ali. Go ahead, lad. So we don't have another Ali Becker special. 35 yards here. Or probably more. 35, 40 yards from Dom. He's not going to be shooting. More favours the angle. Right hand side of Wolves' penalty area. 6 minutes. Dom played a short. Salah, ball in. Rochadare. Oh, behave, lad. You're about 6 for 3. Going down like that. Come on, Liverpool. Come on, Mo. Someone just... Just keep it away from the front post, man. Ball in. Cleared. Second transition ball. Tom. Robbo. Deepest man for Liverpool. Hugo Ekitike off the left-hand channel. That's a foul on Ekitike. Just tracking a shirt. All the way back to Ali, please. Joey, well done, lad. So a minute gone. Ali, long searching ball. He's done well there, Salah. He's leaned into the Wolves defender. It's going to be a throw-in. Salah. Come on. Bit of intensity here, Eds. Come on. Mo, just take the throw-in, lad. It was taking too long. So 6 minutes added on there, chat. Make sure you tune into Late Night Live as well. I'll be getting joined by Lola. Hopefully we can get a winner there. And obviously the post-match Raw. Trev, Dave and Jim. We're taking you through their analysis on the full-time whistle. Rio, ball in. Virgil! Shot on target. He needs to be scored and ball to the far stick. Virgil van Dijk, the man you want that ball falling to at the far stick. Would have been offside anyway, chat, just. Yeah, it would have been offside. Don't be panicking here, Eds. The time's ticking down, but... Oh, Rio. Is that not a foul? This is where he's got to learn, no chat. He'll make mistakes. He's a young lad, but that's the whole point of playing him. Take your time there, Curtis. Well done, Curtis. Get your head up. What are we doing here, Eds? Andre, edge of the box. Crowd's asking him to shoot. And it's took a deflection. Fair play, Wolves. Huge. Looks like a huge 3 points now. Oh, wow. But again, I'm not surprised. Fair play. Look at the celebrations. It's a deflection, but sloppy from Liverpool on the edge of the box. Sloppy on the edge of the box. He deserves to get punished when you're so poor. So poor. 3 minutes to go, chat. And rightly so, the crowd were begging him to shoot. It's a poor distribution by Ali Becker. Yes, you got tired legs, tired minds, and then Gomez turns his back. You can't... That's just me heading with modern day centre-halves, man. Stand that up. But it's the fact that he's twisted his body. It's gone through his legs, chap, but... Fair play, Wolves. Liverpool just haven't been good enough tonight. By an absolute country mile. Haven't been good enough. And you never know, chat, come what the end of May. Could be some very free, big, valuable points for Liverpool. Still don't have another 2 minutes left here, chat, but architects of our own downfall, really. You get that goal out of absolutely anything. At least, where's the chat? Gomez did score, but in the wrong end. Yeah, it's going to be a goal kick there for Wolves. They'll be taking half an hour, rightly so. Rightly so. A 2-1 up. So where does that leave Wolves now, chat? We know where it leaves Liverpool, but still bottom for Wolves. But they're on 16 points. 9 points behind West Ham, but yeah, chat. You're playing bottom in the league. Bottom of the league, chat. Bottom of the league. Not good enough. But we've seen this game pan out so many times this season, haven't we? No, it's not luck. Not luck, chat. You make your own luck in football. Okazara, he's going for the third one here. So we played the 6 minutes. Probably will be another minute added on, not on more. Not on less, I don't think. Rio and Gamua. He's edged the box. Comfortable for Sarr. Comfortable. What chat? Wow. Wolves are going to go for the third here. But we've had this game on repeat so many times this season, Reds. Not good enough. Yeah, no blaming the referee there, chat. You create your own luck in football. We're just not being good enough. Every single man here tonight. So many non-existent performances. Poorly coached as well. But chat, I will see you in 5 minutes. A 15:15. Well, make sure you tune into Anfield Index. The first time tuning in, make sure you drop a like, share and subscribe as well. There's going to be plenty of analysis after the full-time whistle. I'll be joined by Lola to take you through all the big moments tonight, what needs to improve, but yeah, chat, I'm sorry, chat, we haven't got a win here tonight, but so frustrating, innit? Playing bottom of the league. Yes, Wolves have improved slightly, but bottom of the table tonight. Fair play, Wolves. Fair play, lads. Well done. Fair play, Wolves. Very well done. Deserved that. It is though, chat. A massive thank you to everyone that's tuned in. I will see you in 4 minutes' time anyway. We're joined by Lola. But there's plenty of content across the board on Anfield Index over next week or so as well. I'll see you back. I'll see you tonight for one more show. And I'll see you back on Friday evening. As Liverpool will be hoping to get revenge in the FA Cup anyway. But Reds, from far, not good enough. Well, fair play. Could that be the result that gets Wolves back in some form of survival fighting mode anyway? But that's all, yeah. Liverpool certainly look like the team at the bottom of the Premier League tonight. Not the lads from Wolves anyway. But Reds, that is full time. That is full time indeed. But Reds, look after yourself. I'll see you in about 4 or 5 minutes. for Late Night Live, and we'll be taking apart all this game anyway. But Reds, don't see you then. Have a lovely rest of your week as well, and congratulations to Wolves as well. Fully capitalised on it as well. Reds, see you later. Ta-ra.